I'm E.G. Marshall. Every man was not born with a silver spoon in his mouth, said Miguel de Cervantes. To which it may be added that even if all of us were, most of the spoons would soon wind up in the hands or the mouths of a very small select group. Which gives rise to the observation, it's not how you begin, but how you end. This is a proposition that is so universally self-evident. Why does it have to be repeated over and over again?
Hold it right there. Oh, what's the trouble, sir? Right out behind that wheel. Very slow and careful.
But what did I do?
You know what you did. You stole $100,000 payroll.
Me? Oh, no. There must be some mistake.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
But I'm innocent.
Tell it to the judge.
Our mystery drama, Olive Darling and Morton Dear, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Fred Gwynne. There are those people you never see. Oh, they take up space. They have shape and form, but somehow they simply don't register. They serve you in restaurants. They wait on you behind counters. They perform the 1,001 tasks required by our society. But an hour or even 5 minutes after you've spoken to them, you'd be hard put to describe them. I suppose they're just part of the background of life. And one of these people is Morton Miller. Of course, his wife notices him.
Morton, dear, I'm home.
Oh, yes. Hello, Olive, darling. I have dinner all ready for us.
Oh, Morton, dear, you shouldn't have.
Well, I didn't want you to have to fuss after a long, hard day at the office.
Aren't you going to tell me?
Tell you what?
What the doctor said.
Oh, what the doctor said. He said I would have to leave my job.
Oh, well, we were half expecting that.
Yes, but to hear it as a verdict. That's what he said. I could no longer spend my days cooped up in an office hunched over a desk.
Oh.
And so I said, if you have to audit books and accounts and so forth, you have to sit hunched up over a desk. I asked him what I was supposed to do. Starve to death?
Oh, Morton, dear.
No, he said. I would just have to change my lifestyle.
And so you shall, Morton, dear, and so you shall.
Do you know what else he said, Olive Darling? He said I would have to spend more time outdoors. Well, I'm not equipped for any outdoor work that I know of.
But there will have to be a change in your lifestyle. And perhaps it'll be one that's very much in keeping with the times.
What do you mean?
Well, these days, it's not unusual any longer for the wife to work while the husband takes care of the home. Well, then is there any reason why I shouldn't work while you run the house?
Yes.
Well, what is it?
You don't make enough money.
Oh, we'll get by. Well, now, what else did the doctor say?
He said I have to get away.
Oh?
To the mountains. I simply have to start breathing pure air to get my lungs clean.
Oh. Well, when did he say you had to go?
The sooner the better. And to stay for at least a month.
A month? Oh, I can't take that much time off.
Oh, I certainly have no intention of going anywhere alone.
Well, if Dr. Marcus said you have to go, that's all there is to it.
But, Olive, darling...
Please listen, Morton, dear. Your health is more important than anything else.
To leave you for a month?
If it has to be.
Do you realize we've been married 20 years, Olive, darling? And we've never spent a day apart from each other?
Yes, Morton, dear. But there will have to be some changes.
I can get plenty of fresh air in the park.
No. So if the doctor says you need a month of the mountains, then that's where you're going. Oh, where did Dr. Marcus suggest that you go?
The further away you get from civilization, the cleaner the air, and also the cheaper the accommodations.
Oh, Morton, dear, you're not to worry about money.
But, Olive, darling, I know how money works.
It's my business. I know we have very little. I was hoping to go up to some town, or better, some small village, and get a job.
A job?
Well, maybe I could do somebody's books, or something.
But you'll be working in an office again.
Oh, no. I'd sit under a tree on a mountaintop.
You're not going away to work, but to rest. Now, promise me you won't worry about money. Promise.
All right. I won't worry about money.
Oh, good. Now, we'll spend the night packing, and you're going to get into the car and leave tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, Olive, darling.
Tomorrow morning, Morton, dear.
Hello?
Olive, darling.
Oh, Morton, dear. How are you?
I'm fine.
Where are you?
I'm either in Colorado or Wyoming. I'm not sure.
Well, have you found a place to stay?
No. I better go on a bit further.
Where?
Well, a fellow was telling me about a little village called Council Forks, about 50 miles further up in the mountains. Sounds first rate. I'll try to get there before dark.
Well, please, be careful.
Oh, I will. Is everything all right?
Of course.
Well, I'd better start driving. We may be in for some rain. I'll call you later. Goodbye, Olive, darling.
Goodbye, Morton, dear.
Is something the matter, Sheriff?
I see your license and registration, please.
Oh, certainly. I wasn't speeding that I know of.
Just hand them over.
But what's wrong?
Let's see, this one's name is Morton Miller. He's from Terre Haute, Indiana. Bobby, see if his license plates read 67892, like it says here. Joe, check it against the stolen sheet. Well, now, Mr. Miller, what you doing out here in the middle of no place in this absolutely hellacious rainstorm?
I'm bound for a town called, somebody said it was called, Council Forks.
Is that a fact? Why would anybody want to go to Council Forks?
I was told the air up there is very good.
Is that true? Well, Mr. Miller, be advised you're very well covered from four sides.
Covered?
Now, you please step out of the car.
But it's raining.
Well, you've got mighty good powers of observation, Mr. Miller. Have to say that for you. Now, face the car. Lay your hands against it. All right, he's clean. Check out the inside and the back seat, Bobby.
But what are you looking for?
Any other key to your trunk, sir?
I wish you would tell me what
you got in the trunk there?
Just some clothes and some camping equipment.
What for?
I told you I'm coming up here for the air. It's doctor's orders.
Oh, yeah, Bobby, that does look like a bunch of camping stuff. Never mind messing it up. Okay, sir, you can get back in your car.
Oh, thank you, Sheriff. Do you mind telling me what this is all about?
A fellow robbed a payroll.
Oh?
Got away with over 100,000. You got reason to believe he's headed this way. Be careful. He's armed with a big .45 caliber pistol. And he looks like he knows how to use it.
Oh, my goodness. I hope no one was killed.
There's going to be a pretty big reward out for this fella.
Reward?
Yeah. But unless you can handle a gun, don't get any big ideas.
Oh, me? No. I would never.
Now, if you want to get to Council Forks, remember to take the second left. If you miss it, you might just wander around lost in these mountains for the next 40 years.
Yes, sir. The next left.
No. The second left.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Put up your hands. I said, raise your hands. Okay. Now, what do you want?
I really want to put my hands down. Because the rain's running down into my sleeves.
I got you covered from the window. There's a big 45 aimed at your heart.
No.
The door is unlocked. Move forward, turn the knob. Do everything slowly. That's it. Open the door. Step inside. Don't do anything quickly or abruptly. That's fine. Now close the door. Step inside.
Look, all I want to do is...
Take off your hat. Drop it on the floor.
Please,
if you take off your raincoat...
Oh, I'd really like to do that. It's sopping wet.
Do it slowly, just like everything else. Now, what are you supposed to be doing here?
Me? I just came up for a rest.
A rest, huh?
Excuse me, how long are you going to point that gun at me?
That depends.
Oh, on what?
On things.
I see. Any particular kind of things?
I'm a writer.
A writer?
Books, novels.
Really? What's your name?
Smith.
Smith?
Elton P. Smith.
I never heard of you.
That's because it's not my name.
But you just said...
It is my name, my real name, but it's not the name I write under.
Oh, I see. What name do you write under?
Is that important?
Well,
I have a lot of trouble finding privacy. Understand?
Well, yeah.
If anyone knew I was up here, why the place would be jam-packed with newspapermen, TV crews.
We should stop pointing that gun.
Now, to get in my hair, I wouldn't be able to write as much as one single solitary word.
Oh, sure.
Now, where'd you say you were headed? Toward Council Forks?
Yes, toward Council Forks.
What were you planning to do then?
I thought I'd look for a job.
A job?
Just for a couple of weeks.
A job doing what?
Oh, almost anything.
What's your line of work?
I'm a cost analyst.
Offhand, I wouldn't think there's much call for that in Council Forks.
Well, I also know how to cook.
Cook?
Yes. I'm a splendid amateur chef.
You know something? I'm starved.
Oh?
Some old lady was supposed to come up and keep house, but she never showed up. Now, how'd you like to stay here and cook?
I don't...
I got a whole bunch of stuff in the freezer, but I don't know how to boil water, and I'm starving to death.
Oh, yes, but you see, I'm really not interested in cooking. So maybe if I could get my car started...
You're not going anywhere.
What did you say?
I said, you're not going anywhere.
Put yourself in poor Morton Miller's position. He's looking into the barrel of a .45 caliber pistol. You can look at the muzzle of that gun and see your whole life dance by in review. But when the man who is holding that pistol calmly announces that you're not going anywhere, you know something? He's right. I'll be back with Act 2 shortly. The hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. The gentleman who made that remark should be forgiven. He was, after all, a poet. The hero of our story, Mr. Morton Miller, is right now looking at a hand which is not rocking a cradle. It is holding a .45 caliber pistol. And that hand, while it may not rule the world, is certainly going to rule Mr. Morton Miller.
What do you mean I'm not going anywhere?
You're not?
You mean you're going to use that gun to keep me here?
The rain's going to keep you here. The storm. Even if we're to stop this minute and clear up, the roads are all washed out. Oh, you'll be here for a while.
Look, I would like...
Yes?
Well, my wife is sure to be worried. I'd like to call her.
Your wife?
Yes.
I don't have a phone. I wouldn't want one.
You wouldn't?
I'd never get any of my work done. You know how people are, always pestering writers, talking about work. How about making us some dinner? This isn't too bad. As a matter of fact, I can remember eating worse.
No. Well, I just threw some things together.
Well, looks like you got yourself a job. I'll tell you something. You don't look like a chef.
Oh, I'm not really a chef.
You know what you look like?
No.
You look like a cop.
A cop?
A federal cop.
I do?
You know why? Because you don't look like anybody. Federal cops, as a rule, have the kind of faces you just don't seem to be able to remember.
Believe me, I'm not a police officer. I assure you.
Why should you want to assure me?
No reason.
I believe I'll try another rare slice of that roast.
Oh, by all means.
Let me have the knife. Very sharp.
Oh, certainly. Here.
Slice you a piece?
No, I'm not hungry.
Mm-hmm. Let's listen to the news,
The news?
Oh, it's just about 8 o'clock. Radio's right in back of you. Turn it on, huh?
Oh, surely.
Daring and dangerous bandit who escaped with well over $100,000 of the Tip-Top Tolliver Company payroll is believed headed this way. The Alvarado Mountain area is a fantastic place to hide out from the law. These woods and hills abound in natural hiding. Sheriff Armand Pendleton asks all citizens to report any suspicious-looking person. It is reported that ladies' skirts will be somewhat shorter this year.
You care?
Do I care about
According to news
If
from
skirts
New York,
are going to be shorter this year? No, we'll turn it on. So, there's a bank robber running around loose, huh?
Is there?
Well, just on the news, didn't you hear?
Well, I wasn't really listening.
You mean you didn't hear what the announcer said?
I only listen to that kind of story with half an ear.
Half an ear. That's very interesting.
Well, there's so much of it. I mean, violence of one kind or another.
There's that sound.
And this fellow who robbed the Tip-Top Tolliver Corporation, he didn't kill anybody.
No, he didn't. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to turn in.
Look, maybe I might be able to get my car started after all.
Well, you forget you've taken a job here.
I have?
Why, certainly. You're my cook. I beg your pardon, chef.
Well,
Look at how nice and easy it is, huh? Just a cook for the two of us.
but I was thinking...
Your room is at the top of the stairs. Very nice, large, airy room, private bath.
But I really...
I'm doing this for your good, you know.
Thank you, but...
You're welcome. Now, let's not say any more about it. That smells delicious.
Oh, it's just bacon and eggs.
Just bacon and eggs. Well, when they're prepared by a master chef.
Oh, but I'm not a...
Look at you. Look at you. Your clothes are wet.
Well, they're still wet from last night.
That's more recently. How that happened? You were thinking of leaving. I guess the rain was too much for you, huh?
No, I just went to my car to get some dry clothes.
Is that what you did?
Yes.
Then why didn't you put them on?
I thought I'd make breakfast first.
Here's a man who's not only an expert at his job, he's also devoted to his duty. Why don't you switch on the radio? We can hear the news.
There's still no word on the man who robbed the Tip-Top Tolliver Corporation, except that police are positive he is headed for the Alvarado Mountains. As a matter of fact, he may very well be there now. The bandit is polite and well-spoken, and that's really all we know about him, except that he stole $109,000. Timothy Tolliver, Jr., president of the corporation, has announced a $10,000 reward for the apprehension of the criminal, dead or alive. On a less gruesome now.
Lieutenant, what do you think of that? A $10,000 reward.
For whom?
For the fellow who robbed the Tip-Top Conover Corporation.
Oh.
A man could be tempted.
Tempted to do what?
Turn this fellow in.
Oh. Well, first he would have to find the robber, wouldn't he?
Yes, I suppose he would.
I wouldn't want that kind of money.
You mean you don't need $10,000?
Well, maybe I do need it, but I certainly don't want it. I don't approve of that kind of thing.
What kind of thing?
Being, I suppose you would call it, being an informer.
I see.
Now, you take that robber, they say he's headed for the Alvarado Mountains, and that makes sense.
Yes?
He could have found himself somebody's old summer house. Nobody comes here till after the spring rains. So he has at least 6 weeks or a month to lie low.
Go on.
And even if someone happens along, he can say that he's a writer who needs privacy. Except
what?
Except I don't see any typewriter.
You don't?
No.
Well, not all writers use them, you know.
Oh.
Me, I like to write with a pen, a long yellow pad.
Oh, I didn't know that. But about that robber.
Yes?
Well, I want to say he wouldn't have anything to fear from me.
He wouldn't?
No, sir. All I know is that I was lost in these mountains. I was sopping wet. I was tired and cold and hungry, and I'm not supposed to let things get that way because my health isn't too good.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
And this person, he invited me in.
Now, hold it, Dave. You mean to imply that I'm the...
Oh, no, Mr. Smith. Absolutely not.
All right, then what are you saying?
I'm saying if you were the robber, that tiny little two-letter word, if, it covers a wide territory.
Well, don't push it too far.
If you were the robber, it would mean nothing to me.
Is that so?
Absolutely so. To me, you are the kind human being who gave me shelter from the storm, food and drink, and even a job. No, sir. You could trust me.
Yeah. Supposing I were the robber. Why should I do that?
Why?
Why? That's another important little word, just like if. I have, you see, this .45 caliber pistol here.
I see it.
Why shouldn't I put a slug through you?
Because.
Because why? You better think fast. If I were this robber, I'd realize there's a reward on my head. Why take chances? One bullet, and it's over. And I could toss your body out over the cliff where it wouldn't be found, in 100 years. If I were the robber, why shouldn't I do that?
Because that's not the kind of man you are.
How do you know what kind of man I am?
Well, maybe you're a robber, but you're not a murderer. I know human nature. I know you wouldn't shoot a man in cold blood.
Is that a fact?
Yes, it is, and I'll bet my life on it.
Say, is there any more of that great bacon in those pancakes?
Oh, sure. All you want.
What's for dinner?
There's some boeuf bourguignon.
Boeuf bourguignon? That sounds terrific. You know something? If I were this robber, I don't think I would shoot you.
I know that.
Not for a while, anyway. You cooked the best food I ever ate in my life.
Good morning, Mr. Smith.
Good morning.
You're up early?
I don't sleep much. Hardly at all.
I see.
What do you see?
Oh, it's just a figure of speech. Actually, I don't see it all. It's just that we say things to pass the time.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking of taking a drive in town.
Oh, were you?
Is there any reason why I shouldn't?
Oh, no, not at all.
I want to call my wife. And there's a special herd that goes around this part of the country, and I thought I'd pick it up in one of the stores.
Really?
Oh, you should see what it does to the taste of meat.
Well, then, by all means, we should have some.
Would you want to drive in town with me?
No. I've got a deadline on a book, and I must spend the day writing.
Uh-huh. Is there anything you want me to pick up for you?
Oh, thanks. I can't think of a thing.
Okay, then I'd better get in the car.
Have a nice trip.
Well, thank you.
Is something wrong?
I don't know. I can't seem to make anything happen.
What do you mean?
Well, I turn the key and the starter doesn't... It's dead.
Try again.
Oh, that's just what I'm doing.
Oh, that's odd. Let me open the hood and take a look.
I have a brand new battery, and I just had a tune-up. What
I found the problem.
Oh, what is it?
Here, take a look.
At what?
You see the top of your distributor cap? It looks like a hairline fracture.
What does that mean?
It means you can't get in the cart.
Well, it was perfectly all right when I got here.
Of course, had to be.
I see. That crack. How did that happen?
Sometimes it just breaks under the shock of very high voltage. You know the force that's required to start that engine?
Could it have been broken?
Been broken? How?
Well, someone could have given it a sharp blow with a hammer, or something. That's possible, isn't it?
Now, why would anyone want to do a thing like that?
Why? You tell us. A very subtle gentleman, this Mr. Elton P. Smith, or whatever his name is. So far, everything has been smooth, calm, and polite. A conference with our automobile mechanic yields the information that distributor caps can crack of their own accord. On the other hand, somewhere on those premises, there just might be over $100,000, plus a $10,000 reward. I'll return shortly with the third act. We tend to think of payroll robbers as cutthroat bandits and murderous desperados. I'm sure many, if not the majority of them are. However, sometimes you come across a crook who's just like anybody else. He really doesn't like to kill people, and all in all, he may be a very reasonable person. This doesn't excuse him. It just adds to the infinite variety of the human race. Two members of the human race are discussing matters high on a Colorado mountaintop.
I'm sorry she's cracked on you.
How could a thing like that happen?
You notice how I just referred to your distributor cap as a sheet?
All of a sudden.
Why do you do that? Refer to pieces of machinery as sheet.
How can I fix a thing like that?
You suppose it has anything to do with sex?
Maybe I could take a walk.
A walk?
Maybe I could find some of those herbs I was telling you about. They go wild here, I believe.
Well, I don't know if I should let you risk it.
What am I risking?
Your neck, for one thing.
Oh?
Sure. It's rough country. Very steep. You could fall and break an ankle. Another thing, this is Copperhead country.
Copperhead?
Oh, yeah. Place just teems with them. They're more deadly than rattlers, you know.
Mm.
I don't mean the poison more deadly. It's about the same. But at least a rattler might warn you. A copperhead won't. No, sir. The fact is you never see a copperhead. He just lies there, blends into the ground, you pass by, and zip. That's it. You got it.
Oh. Well, I'm sure I'd be extra careful.
I'm only saying this all for your own good, you know.
Let's suppose that you were that payroll bandit. There are two reasons why I would never turn you in.
Tell me about them.
First, I'm not an informer. I think you have to be born with a little streak of that in you.
What's the second reason?
It has to do with the Tip Top Tolliver Corporation. The place the place the robber held up.
What about the Tip Top Tolliver Corporation?
Well, I personally have no use for Timothy Tolliver Jr.
Oh, really? Is he a friend of yours?
Oh, no, he's a millionaire. How would I get to know him?
Well, then what have everybody against him?
Everybody knows his ethics are questionable.
Are they?
He's pulled off some very shady deals. He's taken advantage of people who trusted him. So, you see, I can't feel badly about his being robbed.
You still shouldn't venture too far. It is dangerous, you know.
Oh, I'll be very careful. I just want to find some of those herbs. Let's see, the main road should be... If I keep on working in this direction, maybe I can come across it. What's that?
What's that, Bobo? Down, Bobo. Down. Who are you? What's you doing here?
Oh, hi. I already told you what I was doing here.
You did? When was it?
Last week. You stopped my car, Sheriff. Don't remember? It was a rainstorm. And you asked me where I was headed, and I said Council Forks.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember your face, but I do recall a conversation.
Right. You were looking for a payroll bandit.
We still are.
What makes you think he's around here?
Part of that money, not much. Maybe about $1,000 worth was in $50 bills.
Oh.
And they were marked. We've been following a trail of them $50 bills. They lead us right smack into the Alvarado Hills. Why are you so nervous?
I understand there are a great many copperheads around here.
They're probably standing on one right now. Now, a week ago, you told me you was headed for Council Forks?
Yes, sir, I did.
Just met a routine form. I checked around Council Forks. Nobody reported seeing you or an out-of-state car either.
Well, I never did get there.
Yeah, I can see that.
I took the wrong turn. You know me?
No, I don't know you. Could you be the bandit?
No. Don't you know what a bandit looks like?
They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors.
Let me give you my driver's license. It has my picture on it, so you know it's mine. Okay? Check it. You'll find I've been a cost analyst for London and Spears till just about a month ago. Call my doctor, Dr. Benjamin Marcus. He'll tell you he sent me up here for my health.
Never mind all that. Just tell me why you're so nervous.
But I'm not.
I've been a sheriff 40 years. I know the signs. A week ago, you said you was headed for Council Forks. Never got there.
I told you I got lost.
But where you been spending your time?
Where?
You look well fed, well rested. You shaved this morning.
Oh, I always shave every morning.
Where did you shave?
I was camping.
Camping?
You saw that equipment in the back of my car.
Where's your camp? I'd like to take a look at it.
You know something? I have no sense of direction. I think I'm lost.
Where's the fellow that robbed the payroll? Let's get down to facts. You ran into this guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I know. Tenderfoot like you trying to let on that you could camp by yourself in this wilderness. You had to stay with somebody. Admit it. Now look. There ain't nobody supposed to be living in a 20-mile radius of this place at this time. So you ran into this fella and you're staying with him. He don't let on who he is, and it never occurs to you because you ain't trained to spot these outlaw types. Admit it.
I admit it.
Now, where is he?
Where's who?
The fella you're staying with. You have to tell us, because if you don't, you become an accessory.
You're asking me to become an informer?
I'm asking you to do your duty as a law-abiding citizen.
No.
No.
This man shared his home with me, his food and his trust. And I promised him.
You promised him? I don't want to forget you said that. That gets you right into jail.
I gave him my word.
It was illegal. As a reward.
Blood money. I won't take it.
You don't have to. But there's one thing you have to do. Lead us to where this man is hiding.
I don't know if, I don't know if I can.
Now, just remember, it's your law, it's your country, it's your job to protect it.
Yes, but I still can't.
How'd you like to sit in jail for a while? I can arrest you on suspicion.
You're right. Reason, justice, everything's on your side.
Where does it stand?
The name on the door says, Maltby.
Maltby? The old Maltby house.
Now, I don't want a reward. When you go after him, just make sure you bring a new distributor cap for my car.
That's all you want?
That's all I want. I don't want to have to face him.
You'll have to. If he puts up a fight, somebody might get killed. You go back and kind of distract his attention.
But of course, we could all be mistaken. He might not be the man.
Now, you don't really believe that, do you? Make sure you keep him busy. Get him into an argument, or a game of chess, or a game of cards. Can I depend on you?
Yes. You can depend on me.
This is fantastic. I never tasted anything this good. You must have found those herbs, eh?
Yes, I did.
What's that? You look under the lemon. Very well?
No.
I just have to have another helping. Say, that isn't fattening, is it?
Oh, I don't think so.
Please, stop. Say, what's the idea?
Turn the rest.
What for?
Just shut up when I read you your rights.
Now, look here. I'm a writer from New York. Mr. Maltby, let me use his house. You can call him and ask him.
Mr. Maltby is mountain climbing in Switzerland someplace. He won't be back for 6 months. See what's in that packet, Bobby. Is there more in that drawer? Look at these.
Now, wait. I never saw that before in my life.
$50 bill. If I compare the serial numbers against the stolen ones, will they be the same?
Look, Sheriff, I am...
Tell it to the judge, Mr. Smith.
I'm sorry, Mr. Smith. I'm sorry. Olive, darling.
Oh, Morton, dear.
I was so lonesome without you.
Oh, I thought the month would never go by.
It seemed like a year.
You know, something very amusing took place up near where you were. Did you hear about it?
Hear about what?
Well, there was this payroll holdup at some company with a funny-sounding name.
Tip Top Tolliver. I may have read about it.
Yes.
Well, what happened?
Well, see, they thought the bandit was hiding out around the Alvarado Mountains. They tracked him down. And they arrested him because they found some of the stolen money on him. But he was the wrong man.
He was?
Yes. It seems he was able to prove that he was a writer from New York.
A writer? That sounds fantastic.
Yes. You know, the real bandit had come to the house and stayed there hiding out until he saw the sheriff approach. Then he just framed this poor Mr. Smith.
Oh, my goodness. Did the real thief get away?
Of course. And with most of the money.
Don't they know what he looks like?
Well, they can't seem to agree on a description. It seems the fellow was one of those, nondescript-looking people. Nothing about him you could remember.
People tell me I look like that.
Oh, no, Morton, dear. Why, you're so handsome and distinguished. Who could ever forget a face like yours?
Well, I've been going over our assets, And, Olive, darling, we may have quite enough when we retire, after all.
Oh, I have all the confidence in the world in you, Morton, dear.
Thank you, Olive. Darling.
Chalk one up for the plain people of this world. Not that we necessarily approve of Morton Deere's methods. I'm sure there are those of you who feel that he did not receive his just deserts. But, of course, in the banquet of life, so many of us don't receive a full portion of our soup, appetizer, and main course either.
And now, a preview of our next tale.
Grief, it's that crow.
Oh, get it away! Oh,
It was on the windowsill.
keep it out! Keep it out!
It's all right. It's gone.
Oh, where is it now?
It flew off into the pine trees.
Oh, that was such a shock.
That's what was looking at us.
Oh, gosh. I guess it has the run of the place. We're the intruders to him.
I don't know.
Oh,
There was something about the way that bird looked at us when we drove in. Do you remember? Sitting on the pillars?
yeah.
That's no ordinary bird. Crows don't react this way to people.
What do you mean, Marty?
That crow didn't land on our windowsill by accident. I told you yesterday when we drove up, I didn't want to stay. I couldn't put my finger on it. But there's evil here. Real evil.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Dostoevsky defines man as a being who can get used to anything. But, he adds, don't ask us how we do it. Perhaps one of the hardest things for us to get used to is also one of the most obvious, that we are responsible beings who must accept the consequences of our actions. How hard it is to do that sometimes. Imagine then a situation where you are asked to accept the consequences of an action not of your making. And imagine further that it is a matter of life and death.
I've got to go to the police, Lucy.
You can't.
It's my duty as a citizen.
Well, what about your duty as my husband? What if you go to the police? Langston's men will kill you.
Honey, if I don't go to the police, Langston's enemies will kill me.
Our mystery drama, Crossfire, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Percy Granger and stars Russell Horton. It is sponsored in part by ARM, Allergy Relief Medicine. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
Help!
It's hay fever.
Help!
And the whole world seems like one big pollen farm. Don't give up. Arm yourself with ARM, Allergy Relief Medicine. ARM gives you full antihistamine relief for dripping and sneezing, plus congestion relief for freer breathing, clearer sinuses. Antihistamine relief plus congestion relief equals ARM.
Don't give up. Arm yourself with ARM.
Take when needed, only as directed.
The German philosopher Schopenhauer claimed that mankind was doomed to vacillate eternally between the two extremes of distress and boredom. That is an extremely pessimistic view of life, yet we must admit it contains a certain amount of truth. The central character in our story is a man named Frank Grove, and one might say that distress and boredom were occupational hazards in his profession, driving a cab in New York City. As we pick up his story on a fashionable side street in Midtown Manhattan, boredom has definitely had the upper hand on the evening. But, as they say, the night is still young.
Hello? Hey, mister.
Huh?
Are you taking fares?
Sure. Hop in.
Applaud your ability to sleep in all this traffic.
That's not too hard to do on a slow night. You're not from New York, huh?
No, Miami. You won't take advantage of me, will you?
Well, not intentionally. Where to?
132 Clarkson Avenue.
Clarkson. That's in the Bronx.
Yes.
The South Bronx. It's it's not a very safe section of town.
Look, I've tried 3 drivers already, and none of them would take me there. I have to be there by 8:30. If you won't take me, just say so.
No. Just so long as you know what you're doing, all I have to know is where you're going. You, ever been up to this area of town before?
No.
You can see a lot of the buildings have been burned out and abandoned.
Yeah.
I guess you could say it was instinct.
Hey? What was?
Well, my decision to drive you up here. After a while in this line of work, you develop instincts about people. You have to if you want to avoid trouble.
And I struck you as a harmless type?
Oh, yeah, you could say it that way. Oh, no offense meant. I won't say it isn't strange, however. I mean, I think to myself, I'm not trying to pry, but I think to myself, what kind of business could this guy have up here? I pick him up in one of the classiest hotels in the city. He's wearing good clothes.
Look, isn't that Clarkson Street right up there ahead?
Oh, yeah. Hey, sorry, I guess I'm talking too much.
Oh, there's 132.
Hey, are you sure you got the right address? That building looks deserted.
How much do I owe you?
Oh, $8.35.
Oh.
What's the matter?
This is embarrassing. I don't have my wallet. I must have left it at the hotel.
You don't have any money on you?
No, only some change.
Look, mister, I normally don't do this, but if you want to write out a check, I'll...
Look, just wait here. I'll get some money from the person I've come to see.
Now, listen, it's all right. I'd rather not hang around. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a card with my address, and you can mail
just
it...
hang on, okay? It'll only take a minute.
Hey, mister! On a slow night, everything goes wrong. This area looks the way Berlin must have after the war. Did you get the money okay?
Get us out of here quick.
What?
Come on. Go, move.
What's going on?
Take me back to the hotel where you picked me up.
Hey, mister, look, there's the matter of my...
Never mind that. Look, I got plenty of money.
Well, I thought you weren't carrying any cash.
Just get going.
Well, we're here, mister. This is where I picked you up, the Belleville Hotel.
Yeah, thanks.
Let's see, that was $8.35 for the trip up, $8.50 coming back, $16.85 altogether.
All right, here you go.
Oh, hey, this is a $100 bill. I can't change that.
The smallest bill I have.
In that whole wad there, you've got nothing smaller than 100?
I am sorry.
Well, obviously, $16.85 isn't much to you, but to me, it's a lot. Look, I'll wait here while you get change in the hotel, okay?
Listen, may I ask you a question?
What?
This cab, do you own it, or is it part of a fleet?
Well, it's mine. I own it. Why?
So you keep your own hours, right?
Yeah. Look, mister...
when do you start work tomorrow?
3:30. It depends. Whenever I feel like it.
All right. Tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, I want you to drive along 62nd Street between 1st and York. Now, there'll be a man in a long, dark overcoat walking along the south side of the street. You got it? He'll hail you. He'll identify himself as Mr. Meacham. I want you to pick him up and take him wherever he wishes to go.
No, thanks. Look, if you just change that bill...
I'm not asking this just as a favor. I'm prepared to make it worth your while.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm not asking any questions, okay? I don't know what's going on, and I don't want to know.
I won't change this bill.
What?
This $100 bill. It's yours.
$100?
The whole thing. And I'll see that my friend Meacham gives you the same.
Mister, is this something illegal?
4:00 tomorrow. Is it a deal?
Hey, I'm sorry, but I don't know what this is. You got to understand it from my position. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know what the consequences are.
Ignorance is bliss. And in this case, it's also $200.
Well, why me? Why does it have to be me? My cab?
The question of timing is very important. We have to know there'll be a cab available to Mr. Meacham at precisely 4:00 tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, but getting a cab in this city isn't hard unless it's raining.
Well, then let's just say we're willing to pay $200 so we won't have to worry about the weather tomorrow. Now, no more questions, okay? $100. Is it a deal?
And another 100 tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a deal.
Frank?
Oh, hi, honey.
Why are you home so early tonight? Did you have a fair in the neighborhood?
No.
It's only 10 o'clock. Aren't you feeling well?
I gotta talk to you, Luce.
What's the matter?
I just made $100.
100? Well, how?
That's just it. I don't know. I pick up this guy in Midtown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice-looking businessman type, well-dressed. I mean, real well-dressed. And he asks me to take him to this address in the South Bronx. We get there, it's an abandoned tenement, and he's got no money.
No money?
Yeah, to pay for the cab. All I want to do is get out of there, but he insists on going inside to get money to pay me. Now, 5 seconds later, he runs out, jumps back in the cab, flashes a roll of $100 bills in my face, and tells me to step on it.
And he paid you $100?
Yeah. And tomorrow he wants me to drive down a particular street at a certain time and pick up some other guy he says will also give me $100.
What for?
Just to drive him wherever he wants to go.
Oh, well, you're not going to do it, are you? What is their plan to hurt you?
Why?
Well, you could identify the man you drove up there now, couldn't you?
Of course.
Well, that makes you a witness.
Hey, you're right, Luce. You know, I'm going to do what I should have done the minute I walked in the door. Call the police.
Oh, no.
They have to know about this. They have to check out that building.
No, we shouldn't get involved.
We are already involved, whether we like it or not. I took the guy up there. I accepted this $100 bill.
No, Frank, no, please, don't call him.
Now, we have to, Lucy. It's our responsibility as citizens. Operator, get me the police. Well, the officer I spoke to said they'd send up a patrol car right away to that address.
I heard you give him our name.
Well, of course. Well, what if they find something and they want to ask more questions? If I can be of any help to them, that's what I should do.
Well, and then what?
What?
If those crooks find out you went to the police, then what do you think they'll do?
Well, how do you know they're crooks?
Oh, Frank, something obviously happened in that building.
Okay, but how will they find out I called the police? Look, I just won't go pick up that man. Tomorrow it'll be all over. You'll get another cab, no big deal. And if the police don't find anything wrong up there, I'll get him myself and make us another $100 without having to worry or have a bad conscience, okay?
Well, okay.
And in any case, we're $100 richer. Nothing to worry about. Hey, let's get our coats and go down to the Tyrolean Gardens for a late-night dinner with some of this money, okay? Who could that be at this hour?
Frank, be careful. I'm scared.
Now, calm down. Yes?
You Frank Grove?
Yes, I am.
My name is Gilbert Stokes. This gentleman here is Jim Watson. We're with the police department.
You police?
Yes, ma'am. Detectives, plainclothes.
Oh.
What can I do for you?
You are a cab driver, is that right?
Yes.
You went to 132 Clarkson Street earlier this evening, eh?
Yeah.
About 8:30 to be exact?
Yeah, I remember the time because he was very definite about wanting to get there by exactly 8:30.
Who was very definite?
Well, the man we're talking about, the man I drove up there.
All right, let's go, Mr. Grove.
Well, my wife and I were about to go out to dinner. Do I have to come all the way down to the station?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Please don't get me wrong. I want to be all the help to you guys I can, but couldn't I just answer whatever questions you got here?
You don't seem to get it, Mr. Grove.
What do you mean?
A guy was killed at 132 Clarkson Street tonight, and we're taking you into custody on suspicion of first-degree murder.
A good conscience is the best pillow, goes an old proverb. If that is so, then Frank Grove shouldn't have a great deal to worry about. But then what is so is not always clear. Who, for example, could have predicted this turn of events? Perhaps Frank Grove is involved in something and just doesn't know about it yet. I shall return shortly with Act 2.
Now you can enjoy chewing gum again. Feel free to chew Freedent, the gum that won't stick to most dental work.
Feel free to chew Freedent. It's fresh and delicious to chew. Freedent gum, peppermint in the green pack, and spearmint in the pack that's blue. Feel free to chew Freedent.
It won't stick to most dental work.
Freedent gum.
Albert Einstein observed that everything is relative, depending on the vantage point from which it is viewed. From our point of view, Frank Grove is an innocent man. At most, he is guilty of taking a $100 bill from someone who might be involved in shady dealings. But from the point of view of the detectives on his doorstep, he is guilty of far more than that. Where does the truth lie?
Officer, you're making a mistake.
If so, we'll get it straightened out down at the police station.
Now, my husband isn't a murderer.
Well, he admits going to the address where the body was found. Is that right?
Well, yes, because I had a fare. Some guy asked me to drive him there, but I never even got out of the cab.
This guy you claim you drove. Tell me, where did you pick him up?
In Midtown?
Where?
In front of the Bellevue Hotel. I dropped him at the same place.
I see. Is he staying there?
Well, I couldn't say that for certain.
Oh, Frank.
Well, I couldn't, really, honey, not for sure. I mean, I didn't actually see him come out of the hotel or go into it.
Do you know his name?
Well, why would he tell me his name?
I'm just checking, okay? Now, we gotta cover all the angles. What do you look like?
Oh, he was very well dressed. Silk suit, good-looking shoes, nice
You think you could identify him if you saw him again?
Oh, sure. I got a good look at him under the streetlight, and after he got back in the cab, he made me so nervous, I kept an eye on him in the rearview mirror.
Well, why did he make you nervous?
Well, 1 minute he said he didn't have any money. A few seconds later, he comes running out of that building. He had a whole fistful of bills.
The, Bellevue Hotel.
Oh, I remember. He said he was from out of town. Miami.
Uh-huh.
You see, Lucy, there's no problem. They're just doing their job.
Well, I still don't think you should have gotten involved.
Involved? What do you mean?
Well, I just don't think he should have called the police at all.
Oh, you, called the police? When?
Well, maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. Isn't that why you're here?
Yeah. A patrol car in the area checked it out and radioed us to pick you up. That's all we know. So, come on, let's go.
You're still going to arrest him?
Now, Lucy, there's nothing to worry about. I just got to cooperate with them.
They're not even listening to you. Why don't they go find this man from Miami?
Because, Mrs. Grove, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
It's, kind of, exciting getting arrested when you know you're innocent. It's a chance to see how you fellas operate.
You think only innocent people get arrested, huh?
Oh, no. I just meant... hey, where are we going? There's the police station. You just passed it.
Yeah, that's right.
Where are you taking me?
Your wife had a good point, Mr. Grove. We ought to find your passenger.
Oh, so you do believe I took someone up there?
Of course we do.
I don't get it.
You don't have to.
Who is it?
Police.
What do you want now?
Mrs. Grove?
Yeah.
I'm Lieutenant Thompson, Homicide Division. Here's my ID.
Well?
I'd like to speak to your husband.
Yeah, if you want to speak to my husband, what are you doing here?
Excuse me. This is the home of Frank Grove, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he drives a cab by profession?
Yeah. Okay. How many times are we going to go through this?
Well, I'm sorry. Maybe your husband didn't tell you, but he called in this evening with a lead on some possible trouble at an uptown address.
Well, now, no kidding.
Well, we checked it out. He was right. We found a body. A man was murdered, and we'd like to get some further details from your husband about the passenger he said he drove up there.
Well, then why don't you just turn around and go back to the police headquarters?
I beg your pardon?
Well, that's where your men have taken him.
My men?
2 plainclothes detectives were here not 15 minutes ago.
And they took your husband?
They arrested him.
On what charge?
They claim he murdered that man.
Mrs. Grove, these 2 men, did you see their identification?
They didn't show us any. Why?
I said, did they give their names?
Yeah. Gilbert Stokes and something Watson. I didn't get his first name.
Mrs. Grove, I don't know who those 2 men were, but they were not police. There's no one in our division by those names.
They weren't the police? Well, then who were they? And how did they know Frank went to that address tonight?
This is the place?
The Bellevue Hotel, yeah. I picked them up right out in front. Now, but I cannot say for a fact that he was staying here. I mean, he never actually said...
All right. We'll check it out. Hey, Watson.
Yes, boss?
You'd better go back out and stay with the car. It's in a no parking zone.
You mean you guys have to worry about getting tickets?
Yeah. Come on.
Well, I'll do my best, officer, but this is a big hotel. I don't even know this guy's name.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, may I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for someone who might be staying here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Grove, you're on.
Yes. Well, it's a man. He's about 6 feet tall.
Perhaps if you just told me his name.
I don't know his name, I'm sorry. But he was a very distinguished-looking guy.
We have a lot of people staying with us, and we specialize in distinguished-looking people.
He was from Miami. He told me that.
All right, I suppose I can look down our register here. I only see one guest from Miami, Mr. Langston.
Langston?
Frederick Langston. Yeah, checked in earlier today.
Fine-boned, broad-shouldered, about 45, a bit gray at the temples.
Sir, I do not examine every guest.
Wearing a dark green silk suit?
Langston? Oh, yes. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
What room is he in?
Oh, room 212, but you won't find him in.
Why not?
Well, he was taken away about a half an hour ago by the police.
Get in, Grove.
You find him, boss?
The police got him.
The police? What for?
I don't know.
Look, can't we just go down to the station and get this all cleared up?
You shut up, Grove.
Yeah, but if the man we're looking for is already in custody...
Forget it, all right?
Oh, sure, I'm sorry. I guess you fellas know what you're doing.
Yeah. Go on, beat it.
Huh?
Go on home.
Well, I thought I was under arrest.
Yeah, we don't need you anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, maybe I could still help you.
How?
This Mr. Langston asked me to pick somebody up tomorrow afternoon.
Oh.
Somebody named Meacham. Does that name mean anything to you?
Where are you picking him up, huh?
Oh, on 62nd Street between York and 1st at 4 o'clock.
And then what?
Well, I'm just supposed to take him somewhere, but I don't know where. Langston said Meacham would tell me once he was in the cab. Langston gave me $100, which I guess I should have told you right away. I didn't mean to withhold evidence, but...
Will you just forget it? Just keep the money. This gives us a second chance, don't it, Watson?
Yeah, if we know where Meacham's gonna be tomorrow.
No. He wouldn't cooperate with us. We'll let Mr. Grove here pick him up and lead us right to what we're after.
Hey, we can't let him go. Remember, he said he called the cops.
Shut up.
The cops will have been to his house by now. His wife will have figured out what's going on. Hey, what is going on?
Just relax, Grove.
Hey, you guys aren't cops at all, are you? Who are you? How did you know that I was the cab driver who drove that man up to Clarkson Street?
How do you think?
You must have been there. You got my cab number and then got my name and address from the dispatcher. You were inside that house. You're the guys Mr. Langston ran out to get away from, but then you must be the guys that murdered that man.
That's right, Mr. Grove.
What are you gonna do with me?
We're gonna let you go.
Hey, don't!
Shut up, Watson. Mr. Grove here isn't gonna go to the police. Are you, Mr. Grove? Just bear with me for a minute, Mr. Grove. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. Now, Watson and I are what you might call agents. We work for what you might call a corporation.
You mean organized crime?
A corporation, Mr. Grove. All right? Now, we are after something, and you're going to help lead us to it by picking Meacham up tomorrow. And every time you have the itch to call the cops, just remember, we're just a couple of small chips on a very large iceberg.
Frank? Oh, Frank, you're home. Are you all right?
Yeah. The two detectives that arrested me, they realized they'd made a mistake, so they let me go.
Oh, you don't need to lie, Frank. I know the truth.
What?
I know those two men weren't police. A real detective was here about an hour ago. Oh, I thought I might never see you alive again. How did you escape from them?
Well, they let me go.
Oh, thank the Lord it's over.
No, it's not. It would be if I hadn't opened my big, helpful mouth before I realized they weren't cops. See, I told them about this guy Meacham I'm supposed to pick up tomorrow. So now they're going to shadow me until they get what they're after.
Well, what are they after?
I don't know.
Oh, this poor Meacham. What do you think they'll do to him?
No, it doesn't matter. They're all a bunch of crooks.
Well, how do you know that?
Because the police, the real police, have taken Langston into custody.
Langston?
Oh, yeah, that's the guy I drove up to Clarkson Street in the first place, the start of all this trouble. When we got to the Belleville Hotel, the desk clerk told us the cops had just been there and taken him away. Obviously, I've gotten caught in a crossfire between two gangs. Langston must have been on his way to make a connection with the man Stokes and Watson murdered. He realized something had gone wrong and ducked out before they got him, too.
Frank, I'm scared. Are you going to call the police again?
No. No, I have had it being good citizen Frank. I'm going to pick up Meacham, take him wherever he wants to go, let him out, and get away as fast as I can. And let the lot of them fight it out over whatever it is they're after.
Morning, dear.
Oh, morning, Luce. I got breakfast on.
Oh, here's the morning paper. Oh, I'll take the vacuum out and clean the cab while the eggs are cooking.
Okay.
Well, don't you get so wrapped up in the paper you forget to keep an eye on the stove. Frank?
Huh? Did the eggs burn?
Look what I found in the cab.
A velvet pouch. Where was it?
Stuffed down behind the back seat.
One of my customers must have dropped it.
Oh, look what's inside.
Diamonds? Diamonds. There must be dozens of them here. Look at the size. Honey, these must be worth a fortune.
What people are ashamed of usually makes a good story, says a character in one of F. Scott Fitzgerald's novels. And by the same token, what people try to hide can also make an interesting tale. Is it safe to assume that we have finally discovered the object of all the mystery? If so, Frank may not be as close to extricating himself from his unwilling involvement as he had thought. Of course, the big question is, what will he do? We'll find out when I return with Act 3. How we respond to things is a fairly accurate yardstick for measuring who we are. Frank Grove has already demonstrated that by nature he is a law-abiding citizen, ready and willing to be as helpful to the authorities as he can. Lucy, his wife, has been somewhat less civic-minded, but then she may have something else on her mind, like staying alive.
Diamonds. Look, Lucy, look how they catch the morning light, how they reflect the sun. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful?
Frank, how did those diamonds get into your cab?
Of course. This must be it. This must be what all those guys are after.
Are you sure? I mean, couldn't someone have just dropped this by accident?
Oh, Langston was the only fare I took last night. It had to be him.
But you said he didn't even have any money on him until after he came out of that building.
I don't know. Maybe he just said that so I'd be forced to wait for him. I never would have hung around that neighborhood otherwise, and he'd never have found another cab there, especially at night. So, these are what he was taking up there to deliver to that man who was murdered.
Then they must have slipped out of his pocket while you were driving him back to his hotel. And now he's been arrested.
You know something? I don't think he dropped them, Lucy.
Why not?
This pouch is too bulky to have slipped down behind the seat by itself.
You mean you think he left them in your cab on purpose?
Yeah. And I think that's why I'm picking up this fellow Meacham this afternoon, so he can retrieve them. Langston must have suspected the police were onto him. That must be it. It had nothing to do with where I was supposed to take Meacham at all. The only thing that counted was that it was my cab he got into. And that's why it was worth $200 to him.
Well, what are we going to do?
I don't know. Maybe we should call the police again.
Well, you can't. Not now. Not if Meacham knows you have these. I mean, you have to deliver them.
But it's stolen property, Lucy. It doesn't belong to them.
Well, we don't know that. Not for certain.
Well, it has to be. I mean, why else was Langston acting so furtively? Why else would the police arrest him? I don't think I have any choice.
Well, think what Meacham will do if he doesn't find them.
Honey, we have got to do what's right.
One man has already been killed, Frank. Look, let him pick up the diamonds and let us get out of this nightmare.
But what if that isn't the end of it? I mean, how do I know I'll be safe after Meacham has the diamonds? What if he has orders to kill me anyway?
Why?
What's the phrase they always use in the movies? I know too much. I can identify Langston. I can identify Meacham. Honey, these are desperate men. The police are obviously on to them. One side's already shown they're ready to kill for these little pieces of rock. Why not the other?
It's not fair. It's not right that you should have gotten caught up in this.
But the fact is I have got to go to the police. At least they can protect us.
Oh, from two mobs? How? Now, how are they going to protect us?
I don't know. One side knows I have the diamonds, is expecting me to deliver them. The other side doesn't know I have them, but is watching every move I make. Oh, maybe you're right. The least of all the evils is to put them back behind the seat where you found them, let Meacham pick them up, and just hope I'll be safe. I just hate the idea of helping that scum.
I know you do, dear, but it's not your fault. I mean, you can't help it.
Well, that doesn't matter. It's still breaking the law.
Look, you were ready to do it last night. I'll just pick Meacham up and take him wherever he wants to go, now you said.
It was easier when I didn't know exactly what it was I'd be doing. Well, at least we got $100 out of it.
Oh, no.
What?
The eggs. They're burnt.
I'm not hungry.
Breakfast is ruined.
Who cares?
I do. Oh, Frank. Frank, I'm so frightened.
Hey, Lucy. Now, I'll be okay. What's this?
What?
Well, this picture in the morning paper. It's him.
Who?
Langston. The man I took up to Clarkson Street last night. But there's a whole article on him.
Noted businessman seeks asylum. Businessman?
Frederick Langston, highly respected jeweler, has voluntarily placed himself in police custody prior to testimony he intends to give later this week to a grand jury. A grand jury investigating mob infiltration into the jewelry business.
Are you sure this is the same man?
Yeah, it says he's from Miami. Well, that's where this guy was from. And the picture, I recognized him right off.
Oh, but if he's a businessman...
It says here he has documented evidence of such infiltration, that honest businessmen have had to conduct large-scale transactions in secret, and that even so, a number of jewelry dealers have been murdered.
The man in that building in the Bronx.
Yeah. So Meacham must have been a colleague of his.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to worry about. Except...
What?
Well, I can't take these diamonds to him now. Stokes and Watson will be right behind me. Meacham will be robbed, or worse.
But if you don't...
Lucy, those guys are murderers. Who's that?
Quick, get these diamonds out of sight. Okay.
Yes?
Mr. Grove?
Yes.
I'm Detective Lieutenant Thompson with the police department.
Oh.
I was here yesterday. Didn't your wife tell you?
Oh, yes.
Well, she said you were abducted by two men posing as police detectives.
I was, yes.
Two men probably connected in some way with the dead man we discovered up in the Bronx. In response, I might remind you to your phone call.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, they let you go, or did you escape?
They, let me go.
You all right?
Yes, thank you.
Well, why didn't you call us?
Oh, I'm sorry, I only just got home.
See, well, I came by to speak to your wife to see if she'd had any word from you. You may have seen it in the morning paper that a Mr. Langston has sought police protection.
Yes.
That was the man you drove up to the Clarkson Street address?
Yes, it was.
And the two men, the ones who abducted you?
Oh, I think they're the men you're after. I mean, I think they're the murderers. They wanted me to take them to the hotel where I dropped Langston off.
Well, obviously we have to find them.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me anything about them? What kind of car they were driving?
It was dark. I didn't notice.
Well, did they drop any clues about where they might be?
No. When they found that Mr. Langston had been taken away by the police, they just let me go.
And they said nothing?
Only that I wasn't any more use to them.
I see. Well, thank you.
I hope you don't think I'm withholding evidence.
No. I'm sure you're being of all the help you can be. Good day, Mr. Grove.
Thank you, Frank.
I'm a coward.
No, you're not.
I should have told him the whole truth.
What? why. It's none of our business.
Honey, an innocent man might get hurt.
Oh, we never asked to get involved. Innocent? They're no more innocent than those crooks, using you for their business transactions, off which they'll turn a very nice profit, thank you very much. Langston had no right to involve you this way, against your knowledge. You could have been hurt. You still can be.
I know. I'll just put the diamonds back in the cab.
Taxi! Taxi!
Are you Mr. Meacham?
Yes. May I get in?
Sure.
Oh, you were right on time, thanks.
Your friend last night said I was supposed to take you somewhere.
Yes. Just start driving, if you would, please. I'll give you directions in a moment. Suppose you're wondering what this is all about.
Well, Mr. Langston said I wasn't supposed to ask any questions.
How did you know his name?
What?
Has something gone wrong?
Oh, no. I saw it in the morning paper.
Oh. So you know what business we're in, anyway. Why we're having to be so cloak and dagger, as it were.
Where to?
Pardon?
Where am I supposed to take you?
Oh, well, as it turns out, it doesn't really matter. Right around this corner here will be fine.
Well, are you sure we're off the main avenue here?
Isn't that all right?
Well, sure, it's just that there's not very many people on these side streets.
No, but I don't see what difference that makes. I believe the price you agreed upon with my colleague was $200? Was it more?
No, 200.
Of which you've already been paid 100, is that right?
Yeah.
Well then, here's the other 100, Mr. Grove.
How did you know my name?
Well, that's what it says on your taxi license there on the dashboard.
Oh, yeah.
Look here, are you sure everything's all right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here's your money. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Wait.
Huh?
Don't get out. Shut the door.
What's the matter?
We're being followed.
By whom?
The two men who murdered that guy last night up on Clarkson Street. The one Mr. Langston was supposed to meet.
Well, that was Mr. Glover, my partner. Look here, are you sure we're being followed? How do you know?
Now, it's too long to try and explain now, but I know what's going on, Mr. Meacham. My wife discovered the diamonds, the ones you just picked up.
Do you know which car it is that's following us?
The, white sedan behind us on the corner.
Oh, what can we do? If I get out of this cab now, I'm a dead man.
They threatened me if I tried to double-cross them. That's why I had to pick you up.
I'm sorry, Mr. Grove. The problem was ours. We never should have gotten you involved.
Now, listen. I can put a call in to our dispatcher from the cab here and have him notify the police.
No. You've taken enough risks already. Besides, it's too late. Look, they're getting out of their car and they're coming toward us. Is there anything we can do?
Nothing. This is a dead-end street.
Good. I'll give them the diamonds, Mr. Grove. Hope that'll satisfy them.
Grove? What's going on here? You two having some kind of powwow?
No.
Is this Meacham?
Please, I know what it is you're after. If I give them to you, will you let us go?
Well, of course.
Well, then, here they are. And if they're cut properly, there should be $250,000 worth of diamonds there.
Hey, thanks. Well, that was easy. Hey, Watson? Do you have the silencer on your gun?
You said you wouldn't harm us.
Did I? Well, I'm sorry, I don't remember. What's it? Hey, what's that?
Cops coming down the street.
Quick, get back to the car.
They cut us off. We're trapped.
Drop it! Drop the gun! Hold it right there, the both of you!
Lucy?
Frank?
Huh?
Oh, Frank. Are you all right? Did the police get there in time?
Ooh, just barely. Lieutenant Thompson said it was you who called them, right?
Yeah. I told him where you were meeting Mr. Meacham.
Boy, you saved our lives. Honey, what made you change your mind?
Oh, well, after you left, I read the newspaper article on Mr. Langston again. And I thought, if he's not afraid to to testify against those mobsters, then we shouldn't be afraid either.
Lieutenant Thompson told me that Langston's testimony will create enough publicity that we won't have to fear reprisals. Hey, what's this?
What?
How come you're all dressed up?
Oh, well, in case you've forgotten, you asked me to go out to dinner last night.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it'll all come back to me, while I'm changing into my suit.
Our actions, even our best deeds, are rarely heroic. But then, so often the situations in which we find ourselves are complex and enigmatic. The lines between right and wrong are clouded and uncertain, except in retrospect. Perhaps the one general statement we can make about ethics is that a good person is one who will stumble more often into the right than the wrong. I shall return in a moment with a final word. To know what is right and to be afraid, and yet to act upon your knowledge, that is the mark of a great person. So wrote the French man of letters, André Gide. It is interesting to realize that as Frank and Lucy Grove struggled with the dilemma that confronted them, not once did either suggest they simply take the diamonds for themselves. How many of you can say that thought never crossed your mind either? Our cast included Russell Horton, Ann Williams, Court Benson, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
And now, a preview of our next tale.
See, Carlo, there is no doubt. This is a Lucifer man.
Lucifer? You mean the devil, Satan?
It was not always so that Lucifer meant evil. In ancient Latin, Lucifer meant bringer of light, the morning star.
But there's animals troubling under the floor here. You're not saying he's a saintly man.
He is a slave of sin. See the way he looks at me. It knows I am its master. This creature is centuries old. Get up, demon soul. Stand up on your two rear legs. I shall will you not answer me?
Yes.
Speak now of a later time in your existence. What are you?
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I'm sure you know by now that the door you have just entered leads to a strange world. A land of forbidden fancies, peopled by giants and pygmies, kings and cobblers, saints and sinners. Happy children play in its streets, while just behind lurk iniquitous monsters. Unspeakable crimes are committed here, and acts of breathtaking valor. You are the sovereign in this place. It is the realm of your own imagination. Our story this time searches one of its deep recesses, the hidden place of fear. Our mystery drama, Reunion Fever, was written especially for Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Phyllis Newman.
It is sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
The never-ending struggle for existence inspired Mr. Darwin to think in terms of natural selection, which in turn led him to speculate on the concept of the survival of the fittest. Like all great truths, survival of the fittest applies everywhere and to everything. As an example, a smarter police force actually creates a cleverer type of criminal. And as science discovers more potent germ killers, we suddenly find ourselves trying to cope with stronger, deadlier, and more stubborn strains of germs. And so, on both the social and medical front, humanity is running a grim race for survival. We're in a city of the Southwest.
Come in. Well, come in for crying out loud. You deaf or something? Well, don't just stand there. What do you want?
Senor Bunner?
Yeah, my name is Bunner. What do you want?
The padrone.
Oh, are you from the employment agency?
Yes, the employment agency.
Oh, yeah, Julia sent you over, huh?
Sí, Senor Julio.
Yeah, your name is Emiliano.
Sí,
Okay.
Emiliano.
Yeah, well, Julius has sent me worse. Okay, look, you just keep out of sight and keep your mouth shut, okay? Understand? Eh? Comprendi?
Sí.
Oh, yeah, you walk through that door and Marcy will take care of you.
Sí, gracias.
Hey, Marcy, this old guy just coming in is one of Julius's beauties. Well, he looks clean enough. Anyhow, make sure he washes his hands good, huh? Put him to work setting up the tables for the banquet. No, the one in the grand ballroom. Yeah, show him how to set up the dishes and the water glass and the silver. Yeah, that's going to be some banquet. I wish it was over. Well, you know what time it is? It's 4. What's after 4 in the morning? Huh? Did I what? Why would I want to tune in the news? Well, what do I care about? What are you saying? Marcy, I'll call you back, huh? All right, just let me tune it in, huh? Radio.
For the past 3 hours, the wailing of sirens has pierced the quiet of the early morning hours. Already 47 persons have been stricken. Hour by hour, indeed minute by minute, the dread number increases.
Stricken by what, huh?
A fever of completely unknown origin, with temperatures running as high as 105 and even 106, which is not responsive to any known antibiotic or drug. 5 people are already dead. The name is being withheld temporarily. Summing up, at this point, absolutely nothing is known of the fatal fever that is presently sending its victims to every hospital in town, except that all of those stricken were attending a banquet last evening in the grand ballroom of the James Bowie Hotel to celebrate the reunion of the West Side High School class of 1960. The city's chief health officer, Dr. Norma Schwartz, says every resource of the municipal, state, and federal government will be brought to bear on the case. More news as it happens.
Dr. Schwartz?
Hello, Mr. Bunner.
Please, sit down. Doc, what's going on?
Have you been listening to the news, reading the newspapers?
Yeah, but sure.
Then you know as much as anyone else.
Yeah, but 47 people are in the hospital.
That's now 58.
But why?
We can't diagnose it. We're getting help from all over the country, but nobody recognizes this thing.
Now, look, Doc, you know me. I run the cleanest operation in this town. You know that there's never been a violation in this joint.
I know.
Of any kind. Now, how could a thing like this happen to my hotel? How?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. I want samples of every bit of food, all the liquids that were served.
You'll get them.
I want to see every employee who worked the banquet.
Will you just tell me when and where you want them, and I'll send them.
Thank you, Mr. Bunner. I knew we could count on you.
Doc, you got to get to the bottom of this. Who's gonna want to rent a ballroom? Who's even gonna want to come into the hotel?
The latest number in the mysterious disease, which has been called reunion fever, now stands at 13 dead and 64 in the hospital. This is from a total of 276 persons who attended the event.
Hey, Marcy, where's that list I have to send over to the Board of Health? You know, everybody who worked the banquet. Where? Oh, yeah, I see. It's right in front of me. I'm sorry, I just can't think straight. What's whose last name? On the bottom of the list here? Oh, Emiliano. Oh, no. Oh, no, take his name off, Marcy. I can't have his name on that list. Well, can't you figure it out? Julius sent him over. He is an illegal alien. He'll get deported. We'll get fined. Look, just type the sheet over again and leave this Emiliano off it, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, I am sorry to say we are still in the dark as far as this mysterious malady, reunion fever, is concerned.
Is it a virus?
Well, we don't know.
Some sort of a filler?
We don't know that either. Ladies and gentlemen, as a doctor and public health official, I'm in the embarrassing and frustrating position of having to say, I don't know, to all of your questions.
Maynard. Yes, it's Maynard.
Where were you?
Well, where do you think I was? Working.
I called your office. I called you and I called you, but you were out. Where were you?
Now, listen, Crescent.
You were out with another woman.
I was not. I had to go to the highway to check out a road crew.
Oh, Maynard, I'm so scared. You know how scared I am?
Oh, now, Crescent.
I could die. That's how scared.
Now, baby, you don't have to be scared I'd ever take up with another gal. Now, you know I only love you.
You mean that, Maynard? Do you really mean that?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Oh, Maynard, you just made me so happy. Oh,
What is it, Crescent?
the letter. The letter.
What letter?
The letter that came for you. This letter.
Cressida,
Mm-hmm.
this letter's been opened. You had no right to open a letter addressed to me.
Well, I was afraid it was from some woman. I can't help it. I'm jealous.
Well, is it from another woman?
I wish it were. Read it, Maynard. Read it.
All right. Mr. Maynard Tarbill, 23, Grassmere Terrace. Dear Sir, you attended the reunion of the West Side High School class of 1960 at the Grand Ballroom of the James Bowie Hotel. What is this?
Well, read what it says.
You know by now that many of your classmates have come down with so-called reunion fever, a serious and in many cases fatal disease that has baffled the best efforts of medical science. Sooner or later, everyone who was there will contract this disease.
Maynard.
This disease is known only to us. We have developed it in a laboratory. It is a form of poison, and only we have the antidote.
Don't you see, Maynard? It's some kind of a plot.
At least half of the victims will die, but you don't have to take the chance. For the sum of $10,000, we will supply you with the antidote and save your life.
Maynard.
If you want to be sure of living, place an ad in the personal column of the Globe that says, I love life, and you will receive further instructions. If you attempt to contact the authorities in any manner, you will forever forfeit any chance to receive the antidote.
Maynard, we have to raise $10,000.
$10,000? Where would we get...
It's your life, darling, your life.
Cressida, I'm going to the police.
Are you crazy?
It's my duty as a citizen.
They won't give you the antidote.
If the police could catch these criminals and maybe get their hands on the antidote...
They are desperate people, clever people. Look at what they did. They were willing to kill more than 250 people.
Oh, but these people, they're getting away with murder.
What can we do about it? Is it worth your life?
$10,000? Well,
Why didn't they ask for $10 million?
I can get $10,000.
Oh, no.
All I have to do is say to my father, Daddy, I need $10,000.
No, I swore we would never take a nickel from your old man.
It's your fault. You wanted to go to that silly old reunion.
It was my old high school class.
What are we standing here and arguing about? Do we have a choice?
Well, maybe.
Maybe again. What kind of maybe is it this time?
Doctors from all over the country are working on it. Maybe they found something to cure it.
What's in that letter is fact. Oh, Maynard, you've got to get that antidote.
I can't see anyone. I don't have a minute. Look, have them explain it to you. Oh, all right, let him in. Yes? Come on in. You're Mr. Tarbell.
That's right. Maynard Tarbell. Tell your boss I want to see him.
My boss.
Yeah, I understand the head doctor here is Dr. Schwartz.
I'm Dr. Schwartz.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Well, that's me. I always put my foot in it somehow.
Mr. Tarbell, please state your business.
Here. I really thought you had to be Dr. Schwartz's secretary.
Mr. Tarbell, I'm very busy.
Look, I want to apologize.
Dr. Schwartz. No, look, I told you, we'll make a statement to the press as soon as we have something to go on. At this point, we do not know the cause of reunion fever.
Look, excuse me, Dr. Schwartz, but I guess we do know the cause of reunion fever.
What? What did you say?
That's why I came to see you. I decided it was the right thing to do, and that means no matter what happens, it's the only thing to do.
What are you talking about?
Well, here. Read this letter. Red Purvis was the best friend I had in high school, and he died last night. And so did a lot of other guys and girls I knew. I guess I have to do something about it.
This letter came to you in the mail?
Yes, Doctor.
And who else knows about it?
Cressida. She's my wife.
You're a brave man, Mr. Tarbell. A brave man and a good man. Get me Lieutenant Rayfield at homicide.
Yeah, this is some letter, Dr. Schwartz.
Well, obviously, we are now dealing with a murder plot, Lieutenant Rayfield.
This is the letter in the envelope it was mailed in. It's been well handled, so we have no chance for fingerprints. All right, we'll just have to run it down. The one thing I don't understand concerns you, Mr. Tarbell.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Don't you believe these guys?
Believe them? Well, yes, sir, I believe them. I most certainly do believe them.
And what are you doing here?
Here?
It says if you attempt to contact the authorities in any manner, you will forever forfeit any chance to receive the antidote. So what are you doing here? I think Dr. Schwartz and myself, we're the authorities. Why did you show us this letter?
It's my duty as a citizen.
Yeah, I know all about that, and I don't believe a word of it.
Hey, look, Lieutenant, I
can't figure you out. I mean, people are dying left and right from that thing, and any minute you could come down with that fever. Now, $10,000 is certainly cheap enough to save your life. If I come in here, you could be signing your own death warrant. Why?
Oh, Lieutenant, isn't it possible that some people may be motivated by idealistic considerations?
Oh, sure. In the movies, in the books. Because that's what we'd like to believe. But you and I, we can't afford to believe that way. I mean, you're a doctor, I'm a cop. We know how people behave when life and death are on the line.
But still, there are those few people...
Yes, every now and then you run across a saint. And somehow, I don't think that's you, Mr. Tarbell. So, I'm going to ask you that question again. Why are you here? Well?
Lieutenant, I have a confession to make.
A confession? And what sort of confession could it possibly be? Confession, as we all know, is supposed to be good for the soul. But nowhere is it written that confession is beneficial to the body. Well, I too have a confession. I shall return shortly with Act 2. For extreme illnesses, extreme treatments are most fitting. Those are the words of Hippocrates himself, the father and the founder of medicine. Obviously, we're dealing here with a most extreme illness, and an extreme treatment is absolutely in order, provided we can discover what it is.
You have a confession, Mr. Tarbell.
Yes, I have, Lieutenant. I'm in a spot.
Go on.
My wife. I've been a good husband, a great husband, but, well, she's convinced I'm cheating on her. She's, well, what do you call paranoid on that subject?
Are you cheating on her?
Well, yeah, here and there, and now and then, when I get the chance.
Mr. Tarbell, where's all this leading us?
But she's never once been able to prove it.
All right, well, let's get back to the letter, huh?
Oh, yeah, the letter. I had to bring the letter here because even though I could have said nothing and done nothing, paid out the $10,000, which wouldn't mean a thing. Believe me, her old man is so rich.
But you would get the antidote and save your life.
I don't need the antidote.
What do you mean you don't need the antidote?
Because I wasn't at the banquet. I didn't go.
But then why couldn't you tell your wife and relieve her mind?
You don't understand. She divorced me. Look, I sent in my $10 for a reservation. Sure, it would be a night out, and then I figured, why waste it on a reunion? I called up some girl, I know, and do I have to tell you who she is?
Just keep talking.
Well, the long and short of it is, I spent the evening with this girl at her apartment. I thought I was in the clear, and then this letter came to the house while I was at work, and she opened it because, well, she just doesn't trust me.
I wonder why.
Now, look, Lieutenant, this is a murder case, isn't it? And I'm a witness. You've got to protect me, even if it's against my wife.
Don't worry, Mr. Tarbell. She'll never hear it from us. And you have done your duty as a citizen.
Well, what should I do now?
You say you can get the money.
Oh, just like that.
I'll bring it here, we'll mark it, and you will follow the instructions. Any luck with the toxicologists, Dr. Schwartz?
So far, nothing. The top people in the field are working on it.
The class of 1960. Someone is trying to destroy it. But why?
Well, high school can be a traumatic experience. Have you checked on the kids who are unhappy, unsocial, resentful?
Well, I had a session with the principal. She was supposed to be at the banquet, but fortunately she was ill that night. We had a meeting with some of the teachers and guidance counselors who were there during the years 1956 through 60. Yeah, they remember that class very well. We discussed each student.
And?
Everyone who seemed to have even the slightest problem, the tiniest grievance. You know something? Everyone is accounted for.
Everyone?
Well, one way or another. One boy died in Vietnam, one girl died in childbirth. 5 of the most likely candidates evidently weren't that unhappy because they attended the banquet, and all of them are in the hospital.
But those were the ones who could be spotted. Many kids just nurse a silent grudge until one day...
Yes, I know. I'm just saying we ran that lead as far down as it could go. What kind of poison could do that kind of job on people?
Nothing that we know of so far. Come in. Yes, Mr. Tarbell.
I got the money.
Good. We'll mark it with an invisible die and put the ad in the Globe.
Yeah. I love life.
I know she's busy, but I gotta talk to her. Yeah. Look, you said she'd return my call yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that, and okay. Yeah, I understand. Yes, thank you. Yes, goodbye. Marcy, will you come in here and take a letter, huh? Oh, boy, I am definitely getting a runaround here. Oh, Marcy, come in. Sit down. Now, look, you write this exactly the way I'm giving it to you, okay? To Dr. Norma Schwartz, Chief Health Officer, and so on and so on. Dear Dr. Schwartz, I know you're busy, but for crying out loud, I cooperated with you, didn't I? I turned the joint inside out and upside down. You want to put me out of business? Can't you make a statement saying that whatever happened, it wasn't the fault of the James Bowie Hotel, for 50 years, the landmark of Southwestern hospitality, unquote, okay? Now, you type that up and send it right out. And don't change a single word, even if you did go to college.
I'll cut for crying out loud and change joint to hotel, okay?
Okay. And don't mail it. I don't want it to get there next Christmas. Have somebody deliver it by hand.
Maynard. Wake up. The phone.
Oh, my gosh, it's 3 in the morning.
Answer it, Maynard. Answer it.
Yeah, hello. Yeah. No. Don't worry. I'm not going to try to trace the call. Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Maynard, is it...
Yeah. Okay. No. I won't tell anybody. Yeah, I got it. Hello? Oh, they hung up.
About the antidote.
Yeah.
What do we have to do?
I'm not allowed to tell you.
But I'm your wife.
I know, honey, but it would be dangerous.
We have to share danger and everything. Who are you calling?
It's Lieutenant Rayfield's home number.
Oh, the police.
You bet your life the police.
No, Maynard, no.
Hello?
Yeah, Lieutenant? Maynard Tarbell. I just got a phone call.
Maynard.
I'm supposed to go to the corner of Crescent and Main and just wait for somebody.
Are you to bring the money?
Yeah, in an envelope.
When?
In exactly 1 hour.
Okay, do it. We'll see the place is covered.
Yeah, okay.
Maynard, what did you do?
What had to be done?
These people, they'll be watching the place. They'll see the cops.
Cressida, please.
I don't care how clever the police think they are. They'll be spotted. Crescent and Main, it's a wide boulevard. Where can the police hide?
I have to get dressed.
Oh, Maynard, I'm frightened.
The important thing is that these killers must be caught.
No. The important thing, the only thing is to live. You have to get that antidote.
I'm going to get the antidote.
Not if they see the cops. And then you'll be through.
Cressida, baby. Everything's going to be okay, I promise.
No.
Look, I'll be back right away.
No, Maynard.
No, honey. I have to go. And that's all there is to it.
Maynard Tarbell.
Yeah?
Do not turn around.
Okay.
You have the envelope
Yeah.
with $10,000.
Yes.
Hold it behind your back.
Yeah, sure.
No tricks now.
No tricks.
A gun is being pointed at you.
You can trust me.
Hold the envelope. Good. I'll take it. Do not turn around.
No, I won't.
Hold still.
The antidote. How about the antidote?
Wait till the money is counted.
Okay. Okay.
Now, your instructions. You will count to 50. Understand? Slowly.
Yeah, sure.
Like this. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I get it.
You will then turn around. Walk 2 doors west on Crescent. Turn into the vestibule at number 88.
Number 88, Crescent. Yeah, right.
Lean against the inside door.
Mm-hmm.
There is a small bottle. That is the antidote. Take it.
Okay.
Start to count.
Well, with the help of Maynard Tarbell, it appears that the police have led the perpetrators, as they are called, into a trap. Surely the net must catch the fish. After all, this is the kind of thing the police do extremely well. So this should be the end of our story, except for the Department of Loose Ends. However, the seasoned listeners among you know that this kind of thing can never end here with Act 2. I shall return shortly with our final act. Man is supposed to be the most intelligent of all the animals on the earth. After all, man is the only living creature on the planet who has the ability to make plans. The making of plans, this is truly the thing that elevates us above the beasts. And yet, when one considers what happens to so many of the plans we make here below, one wonders how great a gift it is indeed.
Dr. Schwartz, I've got the antidote. Right here in this bottle.
The antidote?
Yeah, look. Get this to a lab or wherever you have to have it analyzed and do whatever you have to do to, well, what you're supposed to do. Maybe we can save some lives.
The antidote?
Look, I didn't wait for anything or anybody. I looked up your address in the phone book and, well, I got here as fast as I could.
Dr. Kravik? I know what time it is. Forget it. We have an antidote to reunion fever. I'll explain everything later. Just get over here as quickly as you can. Pick it up and go to the lab. Right.
I got the phone call, and the voice said to go to the corner of Main and Crescent. I tipped off Lieutenant Rayfield to have the place staked out.
Were you able to see any...
I wasn't going to take any chances. I did as I was told. Whoever it was grabbed the money and took off, but the cops were there to bag it.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, I knew how important the stuff was, so I didn't hang around or anything. I just rushed over here with it.
Well, you did the right thing. But most important, we know Lieutenant Rayfield was covering you. The criminal or criminals must have been caught red-handed. We can find out from them just what the poison is. That would save time. I mean, it could take days to analyze that antidote. It could even be possible, but this way... yes? Lieutenant Rayfield. Yes, Lieutenant Rayfield. Frederick Rayfield. What do you mean he's off duty? He has to be there. Now, Sergeant, I am Dr. Norma Schwartz, Chief Health Officer. Just a minute. Are you saying Lieutenant Rayfield has not been at headquarters since he signed out at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon? Sergeant, there must be...
What is it, Doctor?
Sergeant, what is Lieutenant Rayfield's home number?
You went there and delivered the money?
Well, sure. Do you mean you didn't...
Well, of course not.
Then they got away.
Lieutenant, I called you.
Somebody's going to have a lot of explaining to do. An awful lot.
What are you saying?
It couldn't have been 3 minutes after you called. I wasn't even finished getting dressed, and the phone rings. It was your wife.
My wife?
She said they called back, whoever they were, and they said it was off. They didn't like the setup or something. They call again tomorrow night and make another arrangement.
Cressida said that? Cressida called you?
I'll tell you why. I was scared.
Mrs. Tarbell, you had no right to interfere
With what? With what, Lieutenant? How are you fellows going to be able to plant yourselves without anyone being wise to you? All I did was protect my husband's life. That's more important to me than anything or anybody.
But Cressida...
That's nothing. All I know is you've got that antidote. All I know is you're going to live. And that's all that counts.
The voice on the phone, was it a man or a woman?
I don't know. It could have been either. It spoke in a whisper. How can you tell?
You didn't see the person who made the pickup?
All I heard was a voice.
Yes, and also a whisper, you said, huh?
Yeah, it said there was a gun being held on me. I was told to pass the money back without looking, count to 50, and go to the vestibule of number 88 Crescent and pick up the antidote.
Did you see or hear anything you might be able to recognize?
Lieutenant, I wasn't bothering with any of that. I thought you guys had him trapped. All I wanted to do was get my hands on that antidote.
Dr. Schwartz? What's that? You're positive? Yes, Dr. Kravik.
Well, at least we got the antidote out of it.
I see. I'm afraid we didn't. What? Unless it's sugar and water.
Sugar and water?
That is what is revealed by chemical analysis.
But it can't be. $10,000 for sugar and water?
Cold-blooded killers.
All right, let's get to some of the others on the list. Ask them if they've received a similar letter.
It's already been done. No one will admit to getting one.
But surely...
Everyone's scared. I can understand it.
But now we can say to them, look, don't be fooled. It's a scheme to get money. This is all it is, sugar and water.
No one would believe you.
So, what are we going to do?
All right, Doc, let's start at the beginning. Somebody is out to destroy the West Side High School class of 60. Who? Why? We've asked the principal, some teachers. Okay, here we have Maynard Tarbell. Maynard, who among your fellow students would want to wipe out the whole class?
Well, there was a time when I wanted to. I did a lot of work for the school, and when I ran for class president, they gave it to somebody who never did a lick.
Yeah, all right, who else?
Well, there was one kid who really got razzed all the time. He stuttered, and people would laugh.
Whatever happened to him?
His name was, Banks, George Banks.
Yeah, I checked him out. He's the one who was killed in Vietnam.
Anybody else? Maybe someone a teacher wouldn't know about, but a student would.
No, forget the students. I can think of a teacher.
A teacher?
Yeah, she was kind of an old maid, wore a lot of makeup and dressed funny. She taught French. And between you and me, I don't think she was all there. Anyhow, she's the teacher the kids played all the tricks on, and some of them were pretty mean. Like, she'd open a desk drawer and it'd be a snake, you know.
Yeah, that sounds like a great school.
Well, the idea was to get her to lose her temper, because then she'd turn purple and you'd swear her hair was standing on end, and she'd scream at everybody at the top of her lungs.
If she's the one who did the poisoning, I'm not really sure whose side I'm on.
And what was her name?
LeBlanc. Marie Huguette LeBlanc.
Is there anyone else?
It's like opening a can of worms.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Connect me with the principal, please.
But how deep do some grudges go? How long do some people nurse them?
Mr. Lucas, this is Lieutenant Rayfield. Do you still have a French teacher there named Miss LeBlanc? Oh, I see. No, that's all I have to ask at this point. I'll let you know. Thank you. Goodbye, sir. Miss LeBlanc has been in a sanitarium for the past 5 years. What he meant to say was an insane asylum. So that lets her out.
Lieutenant, why did Mr. Tarbell here get that note? He was not at the banquet.
You promised me my wife would never find out.
His name was on a list, don't you see?
Yeah, his name was on the list. That's obvious.
Therefore, his name was chosen from a list.
Well, that's obvious, too.
Furthermore, there'd be no point in sending him that note. Actually, it would be dangerous if he were already dead or in the hospital. So, therefore, his name was checked off against the list. So the killer has a list.
Well, that's obvious.
How did the killer get that list?
How did the killer get... Hey, just a minute.
Mr. Tarbell, whose idea was the banquet?
That's easy. Larry Jackson. He's a real booster.
Jackson.
Let's have a reunion. Everybody says, yeah, hey, great, but it takes work, and only Larry was willing to do it. He got the hotel, the dinner, everything.
So, he had this list, huh?
Jackson. Jackson, yes. I remember the name now. He was one of the first fatalities.
All right, that list. He had to send it to the hotel so that they could arrange place cards.
Okay, now who at the hotel would know about that list?
Who? Well, yeah, me. It was sent to this office, but I never read it. What did I care?
Who else?
Oh, it was my secretary, Marcy. Oh, which reminds me. I have this letter to mail to you. You might as well take it and save me a stamp.
Look, about the list...
Lieutenant, just a second. Look, Dr. Schwartz, I cooperate all the way. I need help now. Read that letter. You'll see why.
Very well.
Hey, your secretary, Marcy, I'd like to talk to her.
Be my guest. Marcy, you want to come in here? You see, Doc, I have a legitimate beef, don't I? This thing could drive me out of business.
We'll get this thing cleared up as quickly as we can. I understand your position, Mr. Bunny.
I know you understand, but what can you do about it?
What could I do about the 21 people who died, or the 70 who are still in the hospital?
Oh, Marcy, come on in. This is Lieutenant Rayfield and Dr. Schwartz, and this young man, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Well, hey, it's Marcy. Marcy Wilson. You remember me?
Yes, you're Maynard Tarbell.
Marcy. She's also a member of the class of 60. Did you go to the reunion? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
Oh, well, I do banquets for a living. I just wouldn't go to one for fun.
Why shouldn't you have asked, Mr. Tarbell?
Huh? What do you mean, Lieutenant?
What did you want, Mr. Bunner?
Just a minute. Why shouldn't you have asked her if she'd gone to the banquet? What are you trying to hide, Mr. Tarbell?
Oh, nothing. No, nothing.
You said, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked. What does it mean?
No, nothing. It's just a way of talking. I mean, if someone didn't go to a banquet, I have no right to ask why.
But how do you know she didn't go?
She just said so, didn't she?
Yeah, she said so after you asked. Well, Marcy?
Marcy, what did you do with the $10,000?
What are you talking about?
Suppose Lieutenant Rayfield were to get a search warrant. Would we find it hidden in your home?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This letter you typed for Mr. Bunner, it was addressed to me. Now, would the type be the same as the letter you wrote to Mr. Tarbell?
No, I didn't do anything.
Why did you poison those people?
Oh, good Lord, no.
What is it?
I'm sorry, Marcy. I'm truly sorry, but I have to tell.
You can't. You can't violate the school honor code. Only the awards committee knows, and they all swore...
Marcy, this is murder. Well, that was the year the students voted on who was to get the medals at graduation, and Marcy was supposed to get the honors for chemistry.
Chemistry?
Yeah, but Larry Jackson called a meeting of the awards committee and charged Marcy with cheating.
He was jealous. He wanted the medal.
We held a closed meeting, and after hearing all the evidence...
It was all lies.
We decided that Marcy was actually guilty. Nobody else knew about the trial. Nobody else knew why Larry Jackson got the medal instead of Marcy.
Please, Marcy, tell us the chemical or whatever it was. People are in danger.
But I didn't poison them.
We can prove you wrote the note. You know we'll find the money.
All right. Listen, I hate everyone in that class. When that disease or whatever it is hit them, I said, great. Served every one of them right, but believe me, I didn't do it. I didn't. Well, sure, I figured I could. What I did was wrong, but it was a way to scare the rest of you, to make you pay. You voted against me, Maynard, and I was going to send letters to everyone else on the committee who didn't die.
Marcy, please, understand. Tell us, what poison did you use?
I swear to you, I didn't. Okay, I committed a crime. I guess it's extortion. I'm guilty, but believe me, I didn't kill anybody.
Okay, Marcy. I'm afraid you'll have to come along with me.
Hello? Oh, Julius. Yeah, look, I need some kitchen help. What about that, what's his name, that Emiliano? You know, the old guy. Yeah, well, they make the best workers. They do the job to keep their mouth shut. Because they're aliens, you don't have to list them. You know what I mean. Well, send me that Emiliano guy. Huh? Oh, he's gone back to his own country, huh? Well, send me somebody just as good.
Emiliano, they say you have come back.
Yes, Effie. I have come home.
But you were sent away.
I'm very old, Effie. I have come home to die.
Yes, but I must think of every man, woman, and child in this village.
Please, Effie.
Emiliano, you have been cursed. You carry in your blood the angry devil of fever, the killing devil. And everyone you touch...
Please, Effie. I shall stay here in my hut. I shall go nowhere. See no one.
In your blood is el muerto del diablo, the devil's death.
I dreamed I must come home to die. I shall lie down on my bed. I shall never rise again. Let me die here. No more shall I give el muerto del diablo. I will die here in peace.
Reunion Fever, or El Muerto del Diablo,
It depends on where you live, the language you speak, or the culture of your society. What happened to Marcy Wilson? They may or may not bring charges. They have all kinds of circumstantial evidence. It depends on how strong they think they can make the case. Is she guilty? Let's explore that one in just a few minutes. Is Marcy Wilson guilty? Did she callously murder so many of her former schoolmates? More people have been murdered for smaller motives. We don't know. The story has told itself. Like most of life, it's a mystery. Our cast included Phyllis Newman, Paul Hecht, Bob Caliban, E.B. Juster, and Joe Silver. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams. Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. And I know I'm E.G. Marshall. The reason I stress this is because the world seems to be suffering from an identity crisis. People are turning to the Orient in a search for their real selves. Others turn to drugs, and others to new forms of consciousness raising. Today's story is titled A Question of Identity. But in this tale, the search is not for oneself, but to identify the right husband.
What do you want of me, Hillary?
Proof. Prove to me that you are the real Bob Christie, the man I divorced 12 years ago. Prove it with memories, the little things that only you and I would know.
Things I've tried to forget. Hillary, this is no place for reminiscing. Why is that phony tourist still hanging around?
You can't use him as an excuse anymore. He's leaving.
Yes, and he's also leaving that expensive camera case behind. Come on, Hillary, run!
Our mystery drama, A Question of Identity, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Murray Burnett and stars Joan Lovejoy. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. We live in a world filled with kidnapping and skyjacking. Unfortunately, these crimes have become so common that we almost accept them as part of the perils of today's living. Of course, we all know that the motive for kidnapping or skyjacking is either political or involving money for ransom, and sometimes both. Today's story starts with a kidnapping which had neither of these motives. Indeed, it was so unusual that it seemed to be motiveless.
My name is Hillary Cummings, and I'm divorced. I mention this only because it plays such an important part in the incredibly strange things that happened to me. It all started on an ordinary Wednesday as I left my apartment in New York City on my way to my job as court stenographer. It was raining. No chance for a cab, I knew, so I opened my umbrella and started for the bus stop on the corner. Two men ranged up, one on each side of me.
Miss Hillary Cummings?
Yes.
They'd like you to come with us.
Who are you?
Oh, I'll be explaining when we get where we're going. Our car's right over there.
Well, thank you, but my bus is right over here. You can ride with me and explain.
That's not satisfactory, Miss Fleming.
Let's go of my arm or I'll scream.
Help me here, sir. Into the car. All right, give her a chance, please, Hattie. Miss Fleming, you can scream if you wish. It won't do you any good.
I was being kidnapped. My first emotion? Utter disbelief. And then followed quickly by anger and fear. Particularly when the man who had been doing all the talking attempted to reassure me.
I give you my word that no harm will come to you. We're simply going to ask a favor of you.
Well, for people asking favors, you go about it in a calculated way to get a refusal.
I've already apologized for this,
Kidnapping.
No, you got it all wrong. You'll understand everything when we reach our destination.
Well, the police won't. They know of kidnapping when they hear about it.
No more talking. Now, shut up. Unless you want to be gagged.
There was no question that he meant what he said. So I obeyed. The car traveled fast up the West Side Highway, crossed the Henry Hudson Bridge into Riverdale, turned off at Suspense, and came to a stop in the driveway of a gracious old mansion. My captors politely ushered me in through large double doors and then into a paneled library. A gray-haired man with twinkling blue eyes and the face of a cherub rose from behind a large desk.
Oh, Miss Cummings, I'm delighted to see you. Please, sit down. Would you care for some coffee? Tea? Or rather, excellent croissant, eh?
I'll tell you exactly what I'd like. To get out of here and down to my job. What do you think is going to happen when I don't show up or call in?
Nothing. I assure you everything has been taken care of.
And I'm supposed to take your word for that?
No, not at all. If you wish, you may call and speak to your superior, Mr. Springsteen, I believe.
Who are you, and what do you want?
Who I am is of no importance. What I want is, simple. I want a small favor from you, one which will do your country a great service.
Are you telling me that you're with the government?
That's right.
Then why didn't you just call and ask me to come and see you?
Well, there were considerations. Time for one, security for another.
Security? Look, are you sure you have the right woman?
Hillary Cummings is your maiden name. And some time ago you were Mrs. Robert Christie, correct?
Oh, my marriage to Bob has something to do with my being here, then.
It has everything to do with it. I have no choice, believe me. Miss Cummings, you would know your husband if you were to see him again now, wouldn't you?
Well, I'm not sure. You know he had some plastic surgery done after the accident. I haven't seen or spoken with him since.
We're aware of that. I can only tell you that the plastic surgery did not alter his looks that much. What is much more important, I think, are the things that remain constant, such as memories that were shared by only the two of you.
I'm getting a very bad feeling. I don't know whether I'm Alice in Wonderland or a character in a James Bond story. I would like to leave now, may I?
No.
I'm a prisoner?
Well, only until you hear me out. Just please listen, and if you then decide you don't want to help us, well, you'll be perfectly free to leave. Do we have a deal?
Do I have a choice?
I'm the head of an intelligence operation. One you've never heard of. An intelligence gathering outfit.
And how does Bob connect up with this?
Well, he's done some work for us at various times. No one can question his extensive traveling because of his regular job as a hotel management consultant. He makes an ideal courier. Someone who carries messages,
I've read enough spy stories to know what a courier does.
So we come to our problem. Some weeks ago, we were told about an important message that was shortly coming out of Vienna. Our sources informed us that the message had extraordinary importance. We therefore decided to use your ex-husband to pick up the message and bring it back. Bob was legitimately visiting Vienna at that time, and we prearranged with Bob to send us a postcard setting up a time and place where he would deliver this message to us. I've mentioned its importance before, so you may understand our consternation when in the past 3 days we received 3 different postcards, all presumably signed by your ex-husband, setting up 3 different times and places for us to accept delivery. As much as it embarrasses me to admit it, well, there must have been a security breach of significant proportions.
But what has all this to do with me?
Well, in order to make absolutely sure we get the right message, we need you to identify the right Bob Christie.
Mr.
Smith. Smith will do.
Mr. Smith, now I hope you won't be upset if I say that what you've just told me is the most absurd story I have ever heard.
Well, why absurd?
You have employed a man as a courier for some years, and yet you expect me to believe that you can't identify him?
Bob Christie and I have never met. Actually, he's only had contact with 2 different operatives, none of whom spend more than 5 minutes with him.
But you must have pictures or fingerprints. Of course, you must have his prints.
We had, both in his file and in our computer banks, but unfortunately, his file is missing, and something has happened to foul up the computer tape.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you. It means that I'd have to see Bob again.
And that would be painful.
Yes.
I know. I've read the court record of the divorce proceedings.
Court records? They don't begin to tell you anything. There's no record of the last words I spoke to Bob Christie, is there?
No.
Well, I never told this to anyone. And I'm only telling it to you so that you'll understand why I must walk out of here. Right after the accident, I went to the hospital. Bob was lying there in his bed. If he saw me come in or heard me, he didn't say anything. And I went to the bed, leaned over and whispered, "Damn you forever, Bob Christie. I hope to God you die." And now you are asking me to meet with this man and identify him for you.
I have to. Are you sure that Bob heard those words you said to him in the hospital?
Well, I suppose he did. I never thought about it. I just know I said that.
Perhaps he was unconscious. I'm not saying he was, but, well, he might have been, and then he would never have heard them.
Suppose I identify the wrong man.
No, it's hardly likely. You're not going to be meeting a stranger. One man will undoubtedly have the memories that only you two can share. You'll see.
You talk as though I were going to do it.
We checked on your background. You have a strong conscience. You can't walk away from this and live with yourself, particularly when I tell you that the moment you appear on the scene, you become a pawn and perhaps expendable.
And what has that to do with conscience?
Well, your record also shows you have courage.
I'd like a little more time.
Come in.
A man with a passport bearing the name of Robert Christie. He's on TWA's Flight 13 with a stop in Switzerland. He's due to arrive at Kennedy at 3 p.m.
Thank you. Well, I'm afraid you've run out of time, Miss Cummings. Your first appointment is 4 o'clock this afternoon in the Blue Sky Lounge of the Metropolitan Motel.
All motels near airports have the same air of impermanence. I looked for the 3rd table on the left and anxiously tried to recall every word of the hurried briefing I'd been given.
It's really a simple procedure, Miss Cummings. You'll go to the Sky Blue Lounge and be sure to take the 3rd table on the left.
But suppose someone's sitting there.
There better not be. It's been reserved in your name. Now, you'll give the captain your name and order a slow gin fizz.
I loathe them.
Well, you don't have to drink it. Just order it. Now, here's your copy of Great Hostelries of the World. Sure you have it open so the title shows.
And then?
Wait for the contact. And for your sake and ours, let's hope that he's the real Bob Christie. Your part will be finished after you drop the message off, as you've been instructed.
But what if he...
Now, you have the phone number for all other contingencies, right? There'll be somebody at that phone 24 hours a day. Good luck.
So, there I was, sitting at the 3rd table on the left with my book open as directed, and nothing happened. I looked at my watch, 4:15. Still nothing. I decided to wait a little longer. I'd given him an hour. So I continued to read, the gin fizz untouched. And then The waiter handed me a sealed envelope. This was not according to plan. However, I opened it. It read, "If this is your idea of a joke, it's sick. This is no laughing matter, so get out." It was unsigned. I looked around the room, but saw no one remotely resembling Bob. I glanced up at the waiter. He was obviously expecting an answer. I simply shook my head and tore the note to shreds. It wasn't more than 10 minutes later. I never heard him. I was reading, and the only way I knew he was there was when his hand closed the book, and he said,
"You're just as stubborn and spiteful as always. If you have an explanation, I'll listen."
Everyone knows that love is blind. But how about hate? In the case of Hillary Cummings, she's been asked to identify her own husband, a man she hates. Will this hatred lead her to make a mistake? I'll be back shortly with Act 2. I'd recognize him anywhere. How often have we said those words without thinking? And what is there to think about? Certainly it's a simple matter to recognize someone you've known intimately, even if you haven't seen or spoken with him in a dozen years, unless there are 3 remarkable lookalikes, each one of them claiming to be your ex-husband. That was Hillary Cummings' problem. She is face to face with the first claimant and desperately unsure.
I'm still waiting, Hillary.
"Well, the plastic surgeons did a good job. You look just as you should."
I want to know why you're sitting at this particular table, in this particular lounge, at this particular time.
Because Robert Christie is supposed to deliver something to me.
Agency sure must be scraping the bottom of the barrel if they have to use you as a pickup contact. Here's the message. I can't say it's been nice, see.
Wait, just a minute, there's more.
No, not for me, there isn't.
Well, suit yourself. It will make it easier for me when I talk to the other 2 men who claim to be Robert Christie.
What?
The agency received 3 postcards setting up 3 different meetings. That's why, as you so charmingly put it, they scraped the bottom of the barrel and came up with me.
You always were a liar. I don't know how you found out as much as you did, but I do know the agency has my print.
Your file is missing, and somebody was also able to mess up the computer tape.
Somebody's given you all the answers.
You can check.
I'm going to, right now.
He left to phone the agency, I suppose. He could have been Bob. He'd had plastic surgery, and maybe this is the way Bob would have looked after aging 12 years. And he talked just as viciously as Bob had. But somehow that bothered me. I wondered if he'd been coached. Shouldn't the years have taken some of the edge off his bitterness?
Straighten me out on just what you want from me. You know damn well that I'm Bob.
How about the other 2 men?
They're imposters.
Well, I'll admit you look about the way Bob might have, considering the plastic surgery. You seem to have many of Bob's characteristics. But I don't want to pass judgment until I'm absolutely sure.
Oh, what a clever little trap. I don't have my birth certificate with me, but would you like a peek at my passport?
That scar above your lip, that's new, isn't it? It doesn't look as though it came from plastic surgery. And Bob didn't have any scar there.
He's very observant. I got this from a dog.
Oh, but Bob
hated dogs. You're right again. But you see, there was this girl, a good friend of mine. She had a poodle. One day, the little mutt picks a Doberman pinscher to fight with. In trying to separate them, I was the only one bitten.
I see.
What do you see? If you had any eyes or brains, you'd know that I'm Bob. We were married in the Church of the Good Shepherd on January 31st, 1961. Fred Stone was my best man. Your old college roommate, Gloria Humphreys, was your maid of honor. There was a blizzard, but we didn't care.
We were going to the Bahamas for our honeymoon. Enough?
Very convincing. But if you were an imposter, you might have been coached.
Okay. You want absolute proof? I'll give it to you. The hotel has rooms upstairs. I'll register. We'll go up together, and I'll prove it
That's
to you.
enough. I suppose you'd suggest that I make that test with all three of you.
You wouldn't have to. I promise I'll convince you.
No. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to report your refusal to the agency. Somehow I don't think they'll like it.
Hello?
Yes, Miss Cummings.
Oh, it is you. I was afraid I'd forgotten the number.
I told you this phone would remain 24 hours. Well, how did it go?
Miserably.
You didn't get the message.
Oh, yes. Yes, he gave me the message.
And you delivered it.
Just the way you told me. I mailed it immediately.
Good. I take it he wasn't our Bob Christie.
I'm not sure. He did know an awful lot about the past. Well, now, what do I do about the next appointment?
I was hoping it wouldn't be necessary. You'll find all the information you need in an envelope, which is on its way to your apartment.
I was completely miscast as a female James Bond. Instead of feeling excited or curious about my meeting with the second man who claimed to be my ex-husband, I dreaded it. I hated the frightening spy jargon of the instructions. You will proceed to the Central Park Zoo. You will arrive at the 5th bench from the south entrance to the zoo, not before 1:30 nor after 1:35. It has been arranged there will be no one sitting on that particular bench. You will seat yourself and prominently display the book review section of last Sunday's paper. A copy has been furnished you. A man will sit next to you who will say the following words exactly. I never can understand people who judge books by reviews, to which you will answer exactly, I much prefer judging them that way than by their covers. I pretended to read the book review section while trying to spot someone who looked like it might be Bob. Finally, a man approached, and I blinked. For a moment, I thought he was the same man I'd seen at the airport, and then I noticed he was a trifle stouter, and his hair was a little thinner.
Hillary? It is you, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, of course. But I don't understand. Oh, excuse me. I never can understand people who judge books by reviews.
I much prefer judging them that way than by their covers.
Hillary, there must be something very wrong.
Well, wasn't that the proper identification?
I don't mean that. They must have had some reason to involve you, but they shouldn't have. Hillary, how did you get into this?
I'll tell you if you explain to me how you got that scar on your lip.
Hillary, this is no game. You're right in the middle of something dark and dangerous.
Oh, that's a switch. You trying to make me believe you're concerned about me.
Still a smart aleck. Okay, it's your neck.
The scar?
I got it from a dog bite.
A dog?
Not mine. I broke up a fight between two dogs. Now, look, I'd like to turn over the message and say goodbye.
I wish it could be that easy. But 3 different men claim to be Bob Christie. The agency asked me to discover which one is really Bob.
Oh, I can't believe that. The agency
has goofed. They've lost the file containing Bob Christie's records and fingerprints.
You saying I have no cover any longer? Someone knows all about me, what I'm carrying? Oh, that's even worse than anything I could have imagined.
Why? If you're really Bob, you have nothing to worry about.
Have you any idea what'll happen to the 2 men you brand as imposters?
They'll go to jail?
If they're lucky. More likely they'll turn up in a morgue.
No, you're exaggerating.
Did you ever stop to check on whether or not you were followed when you came here?
Well,
Sure, of course not. It never occurred to you. Just look around. Look and see if you recognize anyone who's been here since you came.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Should have my head examined for staying this long. Goodbye, Hillary, and good luck.
You are the one who's going to need the luck if you go before you've proved to me that you really are Bob.
Just found a new version of hell. I'm chained to the woman I divorced 12 years ago, chained more securely by fear than I ever was by marriage. All right, Hillary, what do you want of me?
Proof? Prove to me that...
Am I the first of the three men you met?
No, you're the second.
Oh, that's good.
Well, what's good about it?
It proves you weren't sure about the first guy. Fellow in the wild sports shirt over there.
Oh, yeah.
Look, leaning against the tree with a camera. You see him?
Oh, yes, he's obviously a tourist.
So obvious that he bothers me. He's just been standing there fooling with his camera ever since I sat down.
Oh, relax. Now, look, if you are Bob, you would remember moments we shared that only the real Bob Christie would know.
Things that I've tried to put out of my mind the past dozen years.
Oh, that's a cop-out.
Why isn't that phony tourist going on about his business? Why is he still hanging around?
All right. If you can't give me anything...
All right, Hillary. How's this for openers? Philadelphia. The Playhouse in the Park. Remember the play Star Spangled Girl? We left early and got lost. We couldn't find our way out of Fairmount Park. No one asked directions. We laughed till we had to stop the car and seriously debated going to sleep right there in the park.
It's not bad. Not completely. Oh, now you can relax. That phony tourist, as you call him, is leaving.
Wait a minute. I'm leaving that expensive camera case behind. Come on, Hillary.
What?
Don't ask stupid questions. Move! Well, now maybe you'll believe me. You know, that bomb was meant for me. There are other countries involved, foreign agencies, and they want the real Bob Christie dead.
If that's the truth, isn't it possible that these other governments want the woman who can identify him dead also?
You're not very good at your job.
Just tell me something that will prove to me beyond any doubt that you're Bob.
Oh, Hillary, you're too much. Someone just tried to kill me, and you're still asking for romantic reminiscence.
Not necessarily romantic, just something so personal that only you and I would know about it.
Okay. Look, would anyone but I know about the crazy notion you had that death somehow arrives when you run out of memories?
I think you'll have to fill me in more.
Come on, you know, we both love to walk, ramble around the city, exploring. And frequently we'd come to a street that held memories for you. The old-fashioned ice cream store where you had sodas when you were a kid, or maybe the house where your old high school chum lived. And you'd always say, I wonder, maybe if you live in one city your whole life and store up all those memories, and then suddenly there's nothing left, no more memories, I think that's when a person finally dies. Now, would anyone but me have known about that?
Well, it's certainly what I asked for. But I still can't. I can only say you've given me something to think about.
There is nothing more untrustworthy than an autobiography. Make a little test. Find an old friend and reminisce. Recall some incident that happened to both of you more than 10 years ago. I'll wager you'll have two very different versions, and each will honestly believe that his is true. That, more than anything, is Hillary's problem. I'll be back shortly. Shakespeare said it's a wise father that knows his own child. Shakespeare never wrote anything about a woman knowing her own husband. Of course, he had also never heard of plastic surgery, which made Hillary Cummings' problem of picking the right husband from among three claimants more than ordinarily difficult. It was also becoming dangerous.
Do you know about the bomb that exploded in the park?
We were informed.
Well, what about the bomb?
The second Bob Christie. Is he genuine?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking about the bomb.
The bomb indicates two things. One, that you pose a threat. And two, that the information is as important as we were led to believe.
Couldn't it prove that the man I was with was the real Bob? And someone wanted him dead?
Or you, Miss Cummings. I'm concerned. And you should be, too. The faster you can tell me this man is my husband or this man isn't, the better off we'll be. Now, about the second man. Why won't you eliminate him?
Well, he knew something about a silly superstition of mine. A way I had of thinking about memories and places.
Was it something unusual and personal?
Oh, yes.
Wasn't that fairly conclusive?
Well, I'm hesitating for two reasons. One is that any organization that could steal Bob's file and get into your computer setup certainly would have the resources to check into my life and come up with a number of incidents and then instruct the impersonator when to use them.
Yes, that's a possibility.
And secondly, this man used the phrase, "How's this for openers?" Now, not only was that a jarring speech pattern for Bob, but he hated cards and card playing. Openers is a word Bob would never have used.
What, you mean 12 years ago?
Well, there's that, of course. So that's why I must keep the next appointment with the third man. The Red Rooster was one of the smarter East Side restaurants. My instructions said the man would carry the identification. He would be seated with an ice bucket for champagne, but there would be no bottle. He would also have a cigarette holder in his mouth, but no cigarette. The table was to be reserved in the name of John Christoffel. The maitre d' led me toward a man sitting at a rear table. He looked up and smiled. He didn't seem as surprised as the others had. And we sat for a short while in silence. I began to feel nervous, so I asked a rather silly question. Aren't we supposed to have something to say to each other?
You mean that nonsense about the proper identification with passwords? Okay, here goes. I hope I remember it. Let me see. Now, don't you feel that there's something sad about empty ice buckets and empty cigarette holders?
Only if they're empty unintentionally.
Oh, really? Who do you think makes up these silly bits, Oh, well. Now that the formalities have been taken care of, let's order a marvelously expensive dinner. After all, it's only agency.
Where did you get that scar on your lip? It's not from surgery, I know.
Are you feeling all right, Hillary? Maybe meeting me after all these years...
Meeting you hasn't bothered me at all. You are the third man claiming to be Bob Christie. And quite frankly, in my opinion, the least likely. Because you're giving the worst impersonation.
Maybe that's because I'm not trying.
Very clever, but still unconvincing.
Why?
Because if the other two were putting on an act, they obviously were better coached than you. I was more shaken than I cared to admit. This man did look more like what I had expected Bob to look like after 12 years. And then he shook me even more when he ordered not only Bob's favorite dishes, but mine also.
Oh, how's the food?
Delicious. Now, how did you get that scar?
Well, I got the scar trying to be a peacemaker between two fighting dogs.
Damn.
3 men, 3 scars, 3 tales of a dogfight,
You seem to take this very lightly.
Well, I know who I am, and I know who you are, and I know what I'm carrying. I'll give it to you, and you make your own decision.
I'd like more specifics on our past before I make up my mind.
I'm sorry I refuse to oblige.
Refuse? Or can't?
Oh, poor Hillary. You're attracted to me, and you resent it. You resent it because of the quarrels and bitterness that made us break up. But why should I dredge up the past to prove to you that I'm Bob? You could set your mind at rest and make me very happy by using the final irrevocable test.
No, absolutely not.
Yes, I expected to be turned down. But really not quite so emphatically.
The reason I am so emphatic is the real Bob simply wasn't as charming as you.
You have a short memory, love.
Not as short as yours. You've forgotten that night when the neighbors called the police.
And you've forgotten the 3 great years. The 2 years at Lake Dumore and all the other times before.
Before what? Go on.
Before David died. Before everything went rotten. Before you blamed me for David's death.
I begged you not to take David in that horrible jazzed-up sports car. But But you did.
And you always forget that it was the other car that jumped the divider and hit us
And
head
if
on.
you hadn't been going more than 80 miles an hour, it wouldn't... He would never...
Oh, no, stop. Please, stop it. No, listen to me, please. I'm not Bob Christie. I never was your husband. My name is Charles Shelburne, and I can't stand to see you cry.
What? What are you saying?
Look, I'll prove it. I'll wet the napkin and rub off all the fake scars. Look, you see? I'm not Bob Christie. And I'm sick of this stupid masquerade. I wish I'd never started with it.
Then why did you?
Because I'm an idiot.
Did you say your name was Charles Shelburne? The Charles Shelburne who wrote Eagles Victorious?
6 years and not another line since. At least not another line I liked.
But what has that to do with your being here and trying to fool me?
Oh, that's very simple. If you're a writer who's had a smash hit novel right off the bat, and then you find out that somehow nothing seems to come, nothing flows. So you run away, as I did, to a little town in France, and you teach English. And all the time you're at yourself, and then suddenly an old college chum turns up. You haven't seen him in 20 years, and he tells you he's with the government. Oh, very hush-hush, and you'll be doing the country a big service, and maybe you could even get an idea for a book. All because I happen to look like I might be a guy called Bob Christie.
If I hadn't read Eagles Victorious, I don't think I'd believe what you're telling me. You're a romanticist.
I think sucker is a better word. What I thought was going to be sort of a lark turned out to be something else. Now that I've met you.
Oh, this is ridiculous. What's going to happen to you when your old chum finds out that you've told me the truth?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Here, I'll give you the message, but you can tell whomever you report to that it's a phony.
But aren't you afraid that something...
I suppose the stakes are high, but I can't see how hurting me will help them.
But what are you going to do?
Go back to my hotel, the Berkeley Plaza. Stay there for the next 2 days. And then go back to France and teach.
What about your writing?
If you're really interested, you know where to find me.
I don't remember exactly how I got back to my apartment. My head was in a whirl. The real Bob now had to be one of the first two men I'd met. But which? And what would happen to the last Bob, Charles Shelburne, if I could believe his story? And I did so desperately want to believe. I didn't even look up after I closed the door to my apartment.
Welcome home, Hillary.
How did you get into my apartment?
I'm here because I want to know exactly what you're going to tell the agency.
None of your business.
Entirely my business. I was able to get in here with a key I had made because I got nervous. I saw you running around interviewing prospective ex-husbands. Put that phone down.
All right. You're stronger than I am. But you've just given yourself away. Now I know you're not the real Bob.
Do you? Damn you forever, Bob Christie. I hope to God you die.
You really are Bob. You remember what I whispered to you in the hospital. Why didn't you tell me this right away at the airport bar?
Oh, come on, Hillary. When you told me there were two other guys pretending to be me, and I knew the agency wouldn't involve you unless they were willing to take your word. Then remembering how you felt about me, I figured there was a good chance you'd make a mistake on purpose.
And hope the agency would kill you for me,
Go to the head of the class.
I could still do that, though, couldn't I?
That's why I'm here. To give you a reason to tell the truth.
That's almost funny, to need a reason to tell the truth.
How would you like $50,000?
You mean you're that frightened? You're offering me $50,000 because you think...
I'm not offering you any. This money will come from my employers.
From the agency? Oh,
forget the agency. This is my own deal. I've been planning this for years. The agency ran me all over the world like an errand boy and paid me peanuts. Now, I made my contacts. I knew someday something really big would come along. And it did. This message. My employers are anxious to make sure the agency gets it and believes it. I warned them that this whole elaborate charade with 3 different Bob Christies was too much. They felt it would guarantee the agency believing it.
Are you telling me that you're a traitor?
I'm me. I drive cars too fast, spend too much, live too hard, and never am really happy. Well, now I'm taking the ultimate gamble. I'm offering you $50,000 for just telling the truth.
Yes?
This is Hillary Cummings, Mr. Smith. This is the last time I'll be talking to you. I'm leaving the country.
What, have you solved our problem?
No. I can't make up my mind.
I warn you, Miss Cummings. You've embarked on a foolish course. Which one are you trying to protect?
Myself.
Who's threatening you? From whom do you need protection?
From myself. And thoughts of revenge.
Miss Cummings, you're deliberately talking in riddles.
And riddles are exclusively your area, Mr. Smith. All right. I'll make it very simple. You can stop worrying about which is the right message. Because all the messages are false and designed to mislead you.
Oh. But then that means that Bob Christie is a...
Bob Christie is no longer my problem, Mr. Smith. Whatever he is, he's all yours.
One of the in things today for people seeking identity is to spend 2 weekends or 60 hours at a transcendental meditation session. Hillary Cummings did it faster and perhaps easier, but not everyone is given the opportunity to play Mata Hari. I'll be back shortly. Spy stories go back as far as 2400 BC, when a party of spies under the command of Joshua were dispatched by Moses to bring back reports of conditions in the land of Canaan. They did, and the reports were in conflict. Ever since then, the intelligence services of the world have recognized the importance of the gathering of information and the distribution of misinformation. You can trust me not to misinform you. Our cast included Joan Lovejoy, Robert Dryden, Joe Silver, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
I went downtown to your office building. I got a look at her. Oh, a very good look, let me assure you.
Molly, I've only seen her exactly 3 times, and all 3 times she was at my desk, and at no time did I see her for more than 2 or 3 minutes.
It's all she requires. The idea of her, the seductive idea of her has been planted in your soul. Drive her from your mind.
Mommy, if I don't bring in proof of how Daddy died, I can be forced to quit my job.
Perhaps that would be for the best.
But I have seniority, an equity, and a pension plan. I'm 40 years old. I mean, where could I go to start all over again?
Now, Normie, you have a great amount of ability. You could get a good job anywhere.
Why won't you tell me what Daddy died of?
It's getting late. I think I'll go to bed.
Don't you understand? You're going to fire me.
Well, dear, who knows? After all, it may just turn out to be for the best.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant
Jane?